Yo, new breed
Oh.
with August Originals. What's up, man? It's Sean from August Originals. So,
Yeah,
I don't
I'm trying to get better at telling people my name, but I use people
know.
just think I'm August.
Yeah, I wasn't sure until and when I chatted with you, I was like, oh, okay, Sean, got you. You can't see us. Can you see me real or what? Uh, what is going on here? Hold on a second. You said you can't see me.
I can see you. You're just frozen a little bit, like you're not actually
Ah,
moving.
son of a biscuit. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna I'm gonna leave and come right back. Hold on a second.
Yeah, yeah, no worries. Ah, that's how it works.
Sorry, man. This it happens every time I start my live and I'm frozen like right off the bat. I don't know. Can you see the comment?
Hey, I would love to tell you, but I have no idea what you're doing, so I couldn't help you. You want to ask me about
Okay.
CAD? I'm all for it. You ask me about anything else? I got no idea what's going
Hey, man, it's all learning for me too.
on.
I just jumped in and I've gotten a little bit better, but for some reason my computer every time. Hey, I'm not a she real. I don't know if you have the comments on the top right.
I do now. Like I said, I did. To be honest, I was on private chat, and I was like, no one's talking. I mean, this must be pretty. No one likes us. And then
No,
I saw it. I'm like, oh,
nobody
there's
ever here.
comments.
I just
Let me click. Let me click on that.
hmm. Sorry about that. So
Oh,
yeah,
no worries.
yeah, it's all been a learning process for me too. So I'm like, but for some reason I always lag. And my friend Real Aaron, he came by one time and he checked my internet connection. He said it's fine. It's just my hard drive. He said he thinks it is. So
Yeah, like I said, I mean,
in
I
time.
typically use my work computer just because that has all my CAD programs on it. So
Hmm,
anytime I got to do something, I usually just ask people to send it to like the work email or something simple. It's just much easier.
gotcha. Yeah, in time I'll improve what I'm working on, what I'm working
Yeah,
with.
hey, you got to start somewhere. Like I said, I started really a lot of the original designs when I did the bike company stuff was all in Illustrator. I didn't even have CAD. Didn't even know what
Got
CAD
you.
was. So I
Yeah.
kind of started there and just, like you said, you just slowly learn and get better and practice, learn from other guys like, myself or reach out to a lot of guys are nice. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with Gondek, Max Gondek.
Yes, I've never talked to
Yeah.
him though.
Yeah,
Got
Max
you.
is
Yes.
a great guy. Him and I just kind of, hit it off when we started chatting, but a lot of us are like-minded in that, how do I put it? Everyone's looking out for everyone else. Like no one, not that
Yeah.
everyone I've met so far has been like, I want you to succeed just like I want to succeed. There's no like,
Yes.
oh, like Mark's gonna make more money than me. I don't do whatever you need. Like just I'll teach you if I can, and ideally you do the same. But
Yeah.
no,
Exactly. You're the first one I've ever reached out to with an issue before. I'm always fighting with the designs on myself on my own, and I was like, I'm gonna try and see what's up. Took me forever to ask you. Actually, I thought about it like for hours. I was like, I'm just gonna ask.
oh, hey man, ask anytime. Like I said, I've done it prior to really jumping into August. Like for myself, I guess I did a lot of freelance stuff. Like people, I guess similar to what you're doing now, where you're helping out people who don't do CAD necessarily.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, "Hey man, like I need a NUC design, like, but I don't know CAD. Can you just do the design for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, just throw me $50 and I'll do the design." And people are like, "You gotta
Yeah.
charge more." I'm like, I don't want the designs. Like I got my own stuff I'm working on. I don't care what they're designing. I'll help them out and make a couple bucks and call it a day.
Yeah, I recently just started doing that when I felt comfortable enough. But I
Yeah,
still charge on a lower end. And then even for things like if I were to do like a Nuck or a Worry Stone, I would come down significantly because that's a little. There's not as much to it.
yeah, it's simpler. I mean, I guess a lot of the time, are you doing the full 3D model or are you just giving them 2D files? Or
3D. Yeah, I give them
oh, okay, yeah.
the step file and
Oh,
the
okay, yeah.
DWG.
I used to do a lot of just like people just wanted to get them laser cut, so I would just give them like a DXF and a DXF. I'd be like, here you go, here's 2D file, like give me whatever it was, $25. Like, cool, here you go, do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know cam and stuff, so I don't know how it would translate. I'm just
I
gonna
mean,
say what's
you
up to some
use
people.
yeah, no problem. Do you gotta do? Like I said, I'm
What's
new to
up,
this, so I
Joe?
mean, hello everyone,
Yeah,
but
no, you're
I'm
all
very
good.
bad.
No, you're all good, man. This broke ass right here. What's up, dude? Designs are looking good, man. I hope you're digging it. Talked to you earlier. Very cool. T Fetch, what's up? It was real right here.
And
Illuminati.
where?
Oh, where's that? I gotta get it out. That's what she said. Illuminati. That's his
Nice.
patch right there. Illuminati Ninja,
Nice.
really cool. Do you know DSKFS? Do you know what that is?
No.
No, never heard of it. It's hashtag DSKFS, do something kind for someone. It's started by Zach
Oh,
Stuff. I
nice.
don't know if you know who Zach Stuff is.
No, I don't think I'm familiar.
Really cool dude. He's a popular YouTube guy. He's really into Benchmade. A lot of people joke that he owns Benchmade.
Yeah, I'm bad like that. I'm
uh,
not like I'm kind of I love watching people do stuff and make stuff, but I kind of just get trapped up in my own world of the few people I'm familiar with, and not that I'm more than happy to talk and chat, but I just
yeah,
kind of get caught up in my own blinders on.
I got you, man. It's for me, it started with YouTube, and then I got into Instagram, and then it grew from there, like all every
Mhm.
which way.
Yeah, it's fun,
Goondocks,
man.
what's
Just
up? Drizzy, what's up, Drizzy? Mirasol, what's up? So what were you grinding, man? What were you working on?
oh, I got a few bunch of the cleavers kind of in progress. That one's taped
Sweet,
up for
dude.
the. Oh, this is the actual. Sorry, this one's actually finished. But so that's
Let me
your
make you big here. Whoops, did
dirty,
the wrong
dirty.
thing. How do I do this?
Hey,
Hold on a second.
you gotta
Banned from
grab your
studio.
fingers on your iPhone. Just squeeze your phone and no, that's not how it works on the laptop.
Oh no, no, it's
Yeah, so these are the Peyton cleavers. With the scales are from Barkley CNC. Chris up in Washington.
very cool, man. I
That's the
think I
V.
muted
Yeah,
myself.
I can still hear you.
Oh, you can still hear me when I.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't hear you now.
Yeah, I'm having a rough go. I don't know why I can't.
I wonder, does it turn it on to me and I just kind of I'm running the show at that point? Like if you make me large.
Yeah. Oh, I can click this. What is this? Oh,
I
there
still
we
can't
go.
hear you. Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. That's how you do it. That's different. I think it used to be different before that. Okay, sorry. So, all right.
Yeah,
So let me bring
those are the
on.
Peyton cleavers. I'm always working on something. What else am I working on? Oh, rubber band guns, and I just finished a bunch of folders. But
I
those
saw
went
you.
out. People,
I saw you sold out, man. Like you sell
yeah, I
out
mean,
pretty quick.
well, I only do small batches. I don't.
Yeah,
I want to say I have ADD, so I don't enjoy making hundreds of something. I make 5 or 10 of them, so
yeah,
I feel bad to an extent where people sell out. They're like, it feels great because I'm like, oh, it's sold out, but I think people think I have like 10 of them or 15 or 20. I'm like, I have 5, like, or 3, or
yeah, yeah. It
so
looked like you had
still,
5 of the folders, man. Those are sweet looking, man. The patent
yeah,
folders.
those are the yeah that's are these guys. So
Oh yeah, can I?
those are the original. They're friction
Let me make,
folders.
let me make you big on that. So you're in
So
New
that's
York,
the
right?
yeah Long Island. So I'm Seaford, New York. Maybe like 40 minutes from the city. I'm like
Can you hold up
New York
the
City.
folder to
Oh
the
yeah,
camera? Sorry, just so people can
sorry. Yeah.
see it.
So that's
That's
the
very cool,
Peyton
dude.
friction folder.
That's awesome.
This is the original. This is D2 steel.
Got
And then I had them fully machined from A2 steel, and that was the one that I sold. This is like the original one that I've been carrying for 3 years now. Yeah,
Oh,
something
so
like
you've been
that.
making it
Two,
for a
3 years.
while, huh?
Yeah, the painting was kind of a passion project. I didn't really want to make a folder. I was really making slack jaws, my little bottle opener that I make.
Yeah.
And they were doing well. And I was like, I think I can make a knife. And I kind of just came up with this concept, but I didn't want to get into bearings and it just, I've seen the stuff you're doing. I love it. It's awesome. I'm like, I don't want to deal with that many mechanics of things. It's friction folder is
Yeah,
simple.
it's a
It's
process.
a couple washers. You're like, it folds up. I mean, the new, you know, the black one, this guy, the 3D printed one,
Oh
the
yeah,
frame
that one
lock
looks sweet. I'm gonna
that I was
zoom in
working
on
on.
that one, dude.
So this guy is the frame lock. Sorry, I have no idea where my camera is.
Oh, good.
Again, it's just a 3D printed prototype, but it's all based off of
It's a good print
the
though,
friction
man.
folder. But this one's a little bit weird, where this one's I'm playing around with a sealed bearing, not a cage bearing.
Yeah, I've been following your process in that, man. I know you've when you were working on the CAD, I saw you had the ring set out for it, and you were saying a little more things to go on it or something like that, a little more things to figure out, something like that.
Yeah, because it's tricky. Because again, when you're using like a caged bearing, um, it's always a little bit different because you obviously are sandwiching it together, with the
Yeah,
scales in a sense.
yeah,
So a sealed bearing, obviously you kind of have to press fit it into the blade. So it's tricky in that if you were to drop the blade or you were to do something like that, it could knock it out of alignment. So I've toyed with a few concepts. So far, this one's been working flawlessly, and it's plastic, so a little
yeah.
bit
That's
different
good.
when you
No, I
bring it
have
into metal.
a few prints myself. This is how I did the
It's
Clydesdale. A lot of prints,
yeah,
3D prints.
yeah. That's how you start.
Yeah,
What are
it's
you using for a print? You have a printer, right?
yeah. I have an Ender 3V2,
Okay.
and yeah, I had reached out to CRKT when I first was gonna try designing or trying to get things licensed, and they were saying that they didn't take drawings or PowerPoint or something like that, but they would accept uh, customs or on occasion, 3D prints. So I was like, okay. So that's when I decided that I was gonna have to. I realized I was gonna have to learn CAD, and the 3D
Hmm.
printer. I was like, well, that might be for other companies too. So this was the beginning of this year, and
Okay.
it's been going pretty well, man. We've got a lot of projects coming. I just received two new drawings for some that are licensed
Oh,
from
awesome.
a company, and I have two other ones. One has already been prototyped, but I don't know where it's at right now. And the other one I've seen the drawing too. So it's exciting, man. It's still a ways to go. It's a lot of patience in the licensing, but I'm
Yeah, I've
excited.
looked
But
into it. I sent CRKT the patent folder when I first designed it. Um, and I think the answer was more along the lines of like they had something in that realm, in that size and such. But it's
got you.
tricky. Part of me wants the licensing just to get it out there. It's like, oh, I love
Yeah,
designing, but I'm always making something. But then the other hand of me is like, I enjoy it coming from my shop, if that makes sense.
yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of pride in what you're doing. You can control everything too. There's a lot of
Yeah, and,
that's one of the cool things for me that has been beneficial with CAD. I can send them the file or a lot of angles and images
mhm.
of the design, so that way they can know exactly what I want. And then when they send me a drawing, and I'm like, oh, can we change this? I can put it into Fusion and then adjust it to what I want, what I prefer. Some things to be different.
Mhm.
But it's yeah, but I get it, man. Like you're real hands on. You're doing everything. So if it's somebody else, then it'll be out of your control. And then if somebody has issues and it looks bad on your design, um, like if somebody gets it to a company. Oh, I didn't even drop your link in here. My bad. Bluminati's always on it. I don't know if he has your link, but I got it though. I'm gonna drop your
Oh,
link
no
right now.
worries. Like I said,
Y'all go check him out on Instagram. Hold on, let me
yeah,
get
it's
this.
really just Instagram. I know. I should get a website or something, but
And then your big cartel, right?
yeah,
That's
it
your
works
big
out pretty
cartel. You're
good.
all sold out. I like
Oh
your
yeah, there's nothing
shirts,
ever on
man.
there, huh? I'm very bad. Yeah, I haven't done shirts, man, in a long time. They don't sell well, at least for me. But my buddy Brett, I don't know if you're familiar with Inky EDC.
I know the name. I know the name.
Yeah, so
You
that's
have
Brett and
some good
Allen.
friends.
Yeah, so well, Brett was someone I reached out to because he's a great artist, and he does a lot of like skull aesthetic, and that's really right up my alley. So I ended up reaching out to him. I don't know, maybe last January, just asking about you want to like link up and try to make a logo for me and help me out. And it didn't work out. And then literally a month later or 2 months later, I went to the New York Knife Show, and him and
Oh,
I
okay, yeah.
like met up there, and we just really became kind of friendly. Like he came out to the PA show that I did in late September, like a month ago. So he's been a great help. He's working on actually what's actually done. I just haven't posted it yet for the little hatchet I'm making. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah, yeah. The hatchling.
So yeah, he's helped me out with kind of like a horror themed sticker to kind of go with it.
Very cool, man. Do you have that with you right now?
The hatchling? Oh yeah,
The
I got it. Yeah, I have the hatchling's this guy, which is
Oh yeah.
fun little beast.
People like to see, people like to see stuff. I'm gonna show. I'm gonna make you larger. Oh
So
sweet,
that's the
man.
hatchling.
I dig it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always wanted to design one, and the intention was, I know obviously you can chop with it, but I've always seen people and they're trying to do this, to get some kindling or
Oh
something.
yeah.
So the intention was kind of, it's based on the Peytons. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get a good view of it. But there's the recess in like your finger choil kind of aligns with your, so you get it in both views. So you can do that, and then you can kind of choke up here, and your ring finger kind of locks into that same groove.
Well
And
thought
now you
out, man.
can,
I dig it.
yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah, man.
just what we were talking earlier. That's what the CAD's for. I try to develop it best in there, but it doesn't always work out.
Yeah, no, that's really. It could look like when you look at that, it has a unique look to it, but it all has the placement for the fingers and things like that. And that's like with the Clydesdale design. A lot of people
Hmm.
are like, oh, the blade's weird, and I get it, but it wasn't like I was just like, oh, let me just do this crazy looking blade.
Hmm.
And some people get it right off the bat, and some don't. But yeah, that's like that. That's a well thought out design, because people do that with the like the hatchets and things when they're grinding something out. Or, I mean, like shaving wood or something like that, and
Yeah, you're trying to get
bushcraft.
kindling. I mean, most people use their
Yeah,
knife, but then I'm like, if you could just kind of have it all in one tool, and people again, the hatchling isn't the be all end all of axes, but it just was a thought process, like you said with the
yeah,
Clydesdale. If you're gonna think through something, try to do your best to think through all those little nuances, and you're not gonna, what's the word? You're not gonna appeal to everyone.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone's
It's
gonna be, you know, upset about something. It doesn't feel right in their hand. I have smaller hands than maybe
always.
somebody else. The Clydesdale might be too big for me, but it's great for your hand, and so on and so forth. So you try to.
Yeah, I had somebody who wanted it to be was the Beard of Doom. Shout out to Beard of Doom. He was saying that it should be how big did he want it? Like 8.5 inch or something. He wanted it to be a big knife because of the name,
Overall.
but the idea for the name was a workhorse. I wanted it to be a workhorse, and
Mhm.
it's I think 7.65 overall.
Oh, that's
Seven point
still
six two
pretty.
five. So yeah, it's a decent
Yeah,
size, but it's not.
yeah,
With the Beard of Doom though, he's got like apparently he's got like big hands, so he wants everything to be
yeah. It's
everything to be
That's the tricky
enormous.
part. But I mean, I won't lie. I have smaller hands, so to me, I base it around it, and then I give it to my buddies, and they're like, "Why is it so small?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, the Peyton folders are only 5 1/4 overall, so they're tiny. They're little, literally like a pocket knife was the intention.
Yeah, like
Like
that'd probably be like the baby bouncer. You ever handled the baby bouncer?
no, but very similar, I'm sure. I
Yeah,
would think it's
yeah.
similar size because again, my mentality was like, we also live in New York, so it's a little bit stricter here, at least as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was
That's
like,
what
I
I
just
was
want
wondering
something
about
simple.
the freaking folders.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know all of them. And again, I think that's why I do. I think it can't be like a gravity knife. Can't be. At one point, I think you're able to have spring assisted, like all these things. And I'm like, so like friction folder is kind of a nice, simple detail, you know, and it
Yeah,
works
because there
well.
aren't a lot of.
Again, I think. Yeah, well, because again, I think people are very into those. You know, they want it to snap open, just like you did with the little baby panther.
Yeah.
Like people love that. How fast can I get that blade
Oh
open?
yeah, for sure.
So a friction folder doesn't do that. It just opens.
Yeah, no, but it's
But
I've wanted to grab some friction folders. There have been a lot that I found appealing, and yours is one of them.
yeah,
I just like knives, you know. So, um, but there is I think there's a place for every type of design, every especially like if you're overseas and you can't have a locking folder, then you know
yeah.
that's
So
one
I was doing a
situation
lot
where
of
it's
business. Yeah, I was doing a lot of business in the UK. So I'm part of a group called the EDC Cooperative. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
no, I've
They're
never heard of
through
it.
they're through Facebook. I don't know. I'm trying to
Okay,
remember how I got into it, but nonetheless. So I'm part of that and something called the Makers Society. Um, and a lot of the guys that I was selling to end up being UK based or Europe based, and like you just said, they can't have a locking folder. So at the time, I'm like, if I make a friction, it kind of just appeals to everyone, and but
yeah.
you do have like we just spoke about, people that have no interest in something that doesn't lock or something that doesn't spring open. But
Yeah,
hey,
but
to each his own.
yeah, exactly. But like what you're doing too, you're doing things that aren't just EDC. You have your pizza cutter. I like in my designs, so far it's just been I want to do a lot of EDC things, but so far it's just been knives. And
Mhm.
my designs I'm trying to do different because I'm trying to have a lot of variety in my designs because there are preferences. And what's cool
Yeah.
about what you're doing is that you have things that appeal to everybody. I put it in the description of YouTube. I think that because you have pizza cutter, you have what is it, a marshmallow roaster or just like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
wing
I
the wing roaster,
call it the s'more jaw.
the
So
s'more
everything
jaw.
is a jaw. So that's what the slack jaw, which this this you've seen this. That's what's in the right. That's the slack jaw.
Oh yeah, yeah, I have it right here.
That's the slack jaw. There you go. So that's literally just it's a bottle opener is the teeth. It's a 5/16 hex hole wrench if you chose to use it as a wrench. I don't think anyone does. And you could use it as a knuck, but I don't sell it that way. It is meant to kind of, if you held it the right way, be pretty spot on
Yeah,
where you need it.
that's what I
But I
was
don't.
thinking
That
too.
wasn't
And
the
it
intention. Yeah,
got you. Yeah, I think it's
but it's
smart to
you know.
have with with Nux or like what you did there. It's original and it still has a lot of uses. You know, you can do that. Like you said, you could use it as a driver if you needed to. And I can see people
Yeah,
doing it. And
if
if
needed.
sometimes you don't have anything, and it can be like, oh, I have this. Sometimes you'll forget, and then you'll realize that
Oh
you can
yeah,
use it. As, oh,
you
yeah,
can definitely it definitely comes in handy. Don't get me wrong, you can use it. That's really where August started. I was trying to fit so many tools into one thing. Like I had stuff with 5 different hex like sizes, bottle opener, hex bit, and then I just kind of turned away from that, and again also was able to come up with the slack jaw, and it did well. But there's a lot of brands out there
it's,
that just that are just doing a simple pry bar, and people love it. You know.
yeah. It's I think some. That's another thing about preference. Some just want the simpler things. Some want that wanted to do a lot of things, and it's sometimes there
Yeah.
will be too much added, but even for some people that still appeals to them. Like, oh, it has everything. I don't care.
Yeah.
But
So what do
it's
you?
good when you can find a balance. Is really good.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it interesting, and I think it, again, as long as you're enjoying knife making and knife designing, but I think at some point you might just lose the interest. So that's where kind of being able to parlay the design into other things is helpful. So I mean, is there anything you're looking to
Yeah,
make, sooner than later, as far as a knuck or a bottle opener or a pry?
There is something, but it's going to take a lot of thinking on my part. Is it's a driver pry bar.
Oh, okay.
I catted it out once just to see what it would look like, and the
Hmm.
dimensions are off. It would be really fat in the palm, but I don't know if you're familiar with Get Good Screw.
What is it?
I think it's Get Good Screw. They're like really popular and pricey high end drivers, bit drivers.
Oh no, no, I
But
don't think I'm familiar.
they have the spinning, the idea that where it spins forever, the
Oh,
end of the
okay, like a
driver.
fidget spinner
Yeah,
type of thing. Yeah.
yeah. But it's a driver, and so my idea was to use that, and then have the other end be a pry bar, but removable, so you could remove the fidget from the back end, and on the end that is
Hmm.
actually holding the fidget part is the pry bar. So the flat end actually goes into the driver.
Yeah, yeah, I
But
understand.
it's a crazy like I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but
Yeah, it's
I
tricky.
want to do that.
Yeah, let me know. I mean, I'll gladly help you. Just work through it if you ever need, help. It's tricky. I mean, the only thing I could think is a set screw of some sort, but then you'd have to take it apart which gets tricky because now you're like, I need
Yeah,
another
I
tool
was.
to take this tool apart.
Yeah, exactly. That happens with what I've seen. Some things come out for like you have this and you can change it, but you need a tool to change it. So
Well, that's the problem.
yeah,
Have you seen a lot of the utility knives? Like, people do a lot of utility knives that have kind of three screws that lock in the the utility blade.
I've seen some
I think
recently
there's a company
actually.
called Teal Designs makes one, which is very nice. He makes some cool stuff. I can't think of his name. Banzelcroft? Yeah, Banzelcroft Customs makes one. The tricky part is you need like an Allen key or a Torx driver or whatever it might be. So I had a friction folder utility knife I did years ago. I haven't even looked at the model, but I was able to, by magnets, I bored in a slot and I hid the angle, sorry, not the angle, the Allen key in the backside with literally just some
Oh,
magnets. So if you
nice.
needed to, you pull. So if you were doing it, you had the Allen key already attached to the knife. But that's something maybe you can
Yeah,
incorporate in your little pry. Like maybe it's a hidden Allen key on the side. So if you need to take it apart, you can.
yeah, yeah. That's really smart. I know that I've seen some of your utility blades. One that you posted recently that you said you were thinking about bringing back or something like that.
Oh, the box draw. Yeah,
Um,
I have samples on the way. I literally just got some
that's
Delrin
right.
samples.
Yeah, you were expecting to have them right for the stream. I forgot you were talking
Yeah,
about that.
that was the intention. Yeah, I wanted to try to like show them off because the original, again, I don't mind. I don't mean to show all my stuff off, but that's the original
No, I
box
want you
draw.
to, man. Show us. We want to see.
That's
Hold
the
on, let me.
original box draw. The only issue is, sorry, I'm terrible at this camera work. So this uses just a
Oh,
brass
good.
thumb nut. You just tighten it up, and now you have your utility blade.
I
The
dig it,
only issue
man.
with this is it's easy to take out the thumb nut and the screw. You just take them off, and the blade is loose. But to get this safety guard, kind of, I can't get the blade out without loosening these two screws. So similar to what we were just chatting about, you end up needing
Yeah,
another tool to take off my tool that I'm trying to use, which is
yeah,
counterproductive. People, again, I've
yeah.
sold a good amount of those, and people are very, very into them. So the one you saw the other day on Instagram, that was redesigned to allow the blade to just slip out the front once you take out that
Yeah,
brass thumb nut, and so
saw you demonstrate.
I can easily now change the blade out. Instead of this one, you kind of need another tool to loosen the screws. But just like we were talking before the live stream, it's just everything gets redeveloped and developed again, and knives like, but that's just time and learning and getting better. But yeah, utility
Yeah,
knives,
man,
I like those, and they're nice because I don't have to sharpen them.
it's bigger than I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was a smaller one for some reason, but it's a good
I've
size.
tried. Yeah, because I wanted it to be, like a working knife. Like if you wanted to go cut carpet, like I have guys that are, buddies that have sent me videos or messages, and they're like, "Oh, I cut drywall with this thing all the time. Like this is my daily work knife." Because they're
Yeah,
like,
it
"I don't
looks
want to
like
go
it could
spend
handle.
it." Yeah, I mean, this one is all, this is 2 layers of aluminum. So I do a lot of layered work. I find it kind of nice
Okay.
because you can just work within the parameters and you could fit stuff inside. And so this is basically just 2 layers of 1/8 inch aluminum and then a center section of 030. This is stainless. I try titanium from time to time, but it's just more pricey and really doesn't serve a purpose other than you can anodize it pretty.
Yeah.
So this is so really that middle slot is just that it just how blah, blah, blah. Sorry, Mark, can't talk. Houses the
Yeah.
blade,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
this is just 3 layers of material, and you get this cool little design. So it's helpful little thing, but it's solid. The new ones are Delrin, so I'll see how those work out. It's like a
I've heard
high
I've heard
density
of Delaware.
thermoplastic. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
good
think
stuff.
I heard it recently. Somebody was talking about think it might have been Neve's Knives. I don't know if you know Neve's Knives. Neve's Knives is another YouTuber. It's a really big
It
name.
sound. I'll be honest. I'm not great at YouTube. I'm much more of an Instagram head. Like I kind of just hang out there. So
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah, I
is
got
new
you.
to me, and people like I guess I don't watch many videos unless it's on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he was talking about something that I think it was him. It was either him or Lefty. Lefty DC is another guy.
I'm
But
familiar with
they're pretty
Lefty.
big.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Lefty's a
yeah.
cool dude.
I've never chatted with him. I'm familiar with the name,
Yeah,
but again, like I said,
he's who what's that?
oh, a lot like I was saying, a lot of my friends, like I was talking about Inky and those guys, I feel like they're much more versed into a lot of the EDC world where I don't want to say I'm bad at it, but I just hang out in my bubble and kind of make stuff.
Oh
I try
man,
to
no, yeah, you
support when I can and do all that and repost and stories and such, but it does get tricky and time consuming as well.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. Even the little bit that I do, I'm like, oh, like I posted the story for the link for the channel. Usually I do a separate post. I do a different post for the stream, for my feed, and then I do a separate one for my story. And so I posted the other one. I like to try to find a song, and I had one ready. So I posted the story, and then I went to do the one in the feed, and I decided I didn't like the song after all. So I was there for like 30 minutes or something trying to choose another song until I finally landed on it.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's why I
I
got you
I
that
do
other
that.
one late.
I do that every post. Every reel I do, I sit there for 5 minutes trying to be like, what song should I pick? I was like Beastie Boys.
Yeah,
Nope, not Beastie Boys. What's next?
yeah,
I've been big
and then
into
I don't want to
instrumentals.
I'm tagging and stuff.
Yeah, oh, it gets
Um,
so tricky, but it's hard too because Instagram is one of those things where a lot of people talk about the algorithms and such.
yeah,
I'm not too familiar. I kind of just post when I have something new or I made something that day. I'll probably post some sheets later just because I'm finishing them up. That's pretty much why
yeah. I
I'll
saw
post it.
that one that you were showing earlier. I saw the post for it, man. The purple. Ah, that looks sick, dude.
Oh
Aries
yeah, the purple
EDC
one.
right
Yeah.
here. I don't know if you're familiar with Aries EDC. He does
No, I'll have
some
to check everybody
fixes
out.
too. Aries
What did you do? I'm
EDC, yeah,
sorry.
he does some. I think he has one that he finished. He usually does smaller ones, smaller fixed plates, and
Okay.
he did finished up a bigger one
Nice.
recently called. What's it called? Is it the Thorn? No, the Thorn was a smaller one. Somebody's gonna say in the chat. I forgot, but it's really nice. But his smaller ones are really nice too, and he has a YouTube channel too, and he'll show the process of how he the process of every fixed plate. Well, I don't know about
Hmm.
everyone, but and then when they're finished, he puts them on Etsy. So I thought that was really cool that people can see,
Nice.
like, I guess, like the what they may have purchased. They can see it come to life. The whole process of it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does some really good work. Really good work.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm trying to be better about too. Is showing, to an extent, show the process, like whether I'm trying to anodize or. But again, like we've talked about, it just gets tricky because trying to film everything I'm doing with a little tripod or, I mean, this is a great platform because you can kind of, I would assume minus us talking, you kind of work through designs through here and chat with the, you know.
Yeah, what I do. The idea for my channel was for people to grow with me. like to watch because, like I said, I started CAD in January and I started my channel in April. So I've gotten better through that time of using CAD, and so I still hit walls live. I'll be here and I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Why can't I do this? But it's just
Yeah.
part of the process and like real time. Just like, oh, and then I'll figure it out later. But it's just either way with CAD, you're always learning some different way to do something. Or like when I was asking you for help, what I tried didn't work out. I tried it a bunch of times, and I was like, oh, I think were you did you have your dimensions sketched out and then you extruded from them? Was it like a
Yeah, so like
surface
I think
modeling?
we chatted. So I do a lot of stuff in AutoCAD and then I copy it into Inventor or, Fusion if I'm working in Fusion, but I really don't work in Fusion as much as I do Inventor. So yeah, I
Okay.
do all my line work in CAD. I find it much easier just to manipulate and play and do what I need to do. And then once that's done, I kind of work through, and then I bring it to the model, and then I extrude it to whatever thickness, and then I start throwing bevels, and I set new planes, and extrude and do whatever I need to do, sweeps and such. So what I did
Yeah, I
for the one
saw it
that I sent
in.
you was just
Yeah.
it was just an extrude of a 2D line work, extruded it, and then I just set a plane on that, where the finger choil was. I set the plane
Yes.
there, and then basically did a sketch on that plane, and then just swept it around whatever curve. I don't know how you're doing it in
Yeah.
Fusion. I would assume
It was.
similar.
It was. It was all very familiar. It was just a different process. Like I was like,
Hmm.
wait, I don't have that tool. I work
Yeah.
with
Well, again,
the
it's also
drawing,
in. Okay.
so I do it, I guess, in reverse. I trim away. It
Yeah.
looked
That's
like you were
well. I
building
guess.
out.
Uh, no. I did it in. I think I did it in a clear model, so you could kind of see me cut.
Oh, you know what? That's what I was thinking about before
Maybe
the
that's what
live.
it's throwing
Actually, I
you.
was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I set it to clear because I wanted to show you the sketch on the inside. You wouldn't have seen the
got
sketch because
you.
in theory it's in a solid model. So I
Yeah.
tried. I don't know if it was helpful or maybe it was more confusing because it might have been a bit
No,
kind of
it's
like what the hell
it's
is he
funny
doing?
because I realized it after. Now that I'm snapping, I remember you had it in the. I was showing my friend the other day. I was like, I've never used this before because I've been designing these uh,
Hmm?
maintenance trays, and
Oh, okay.
so I actually just used that the other day, and I snapped before, and then I forgot as we were talking. But I wanted to make sure things were going to close right, so I collapsed
Hmm?
everything because it has other pieces that go inside. So I wanted to make sure it was going to house everything because I had already measured it out, but I wanted to double check. So I put it together, and then I did the lines, and then I could see that there was enough space and everything like that. So yeah, I just I was thrown off when I was looking at you do it when I was watching the video, and then I snapped to it, and then I forgot what I was
Yeah,
asking you
yeah.
right
Again,
now.
yeah. Like I said, so I play around with kind of the finishes a lot just to kind of make it look pretty, really. But when I'm trying to show somebody something in CAD or 3D, I find it easier to kind of sometimes see the sketches underneath
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm sure you run into this. You draw something, but you're drawing it kind of inside, and you're like, "What the hell did I draw? Like, was it a curve? Was it an angle? Was it?" But
yeah.
yeah,
It's
like we were
hard to
talking about
see
last
it.
night. Yeah, like we were talking about last night. I mean, I don't know. Were you able to figure it out on your end, or kind of you're still just curious about that flat corner?
Was able to get it eventually, but
Oh, okay.
just the way I was trying before, I still kept coming up with that thicker tip. It was a little thinner, but for some reason I kept hitting it. So
Hmm.
what I ended up using was a spline drawn uh, under the curve, and just kind of manipulating that into where I got it. It was a really dumb way to do it, but I got what I needed. What I needed, but I was so frustrated, man. I've
Yeah.
been messing with that one for a while.
Yeah, I don't know why you're getting the only thing I could think is because sometimes when you select that sweep, like to kind of sweep around that curve, sometimes you grab the wrong line and then it kind of sweeps kind of out the opposite way, which would make sense why you were getting this weird tip. But
Yeah,
if your sketches are there and although I don't remember if you
I was I
can
was
you,
grabbing the center, I believe. the center sketch, so it should have been driving up the middle, I thought, but oh, excuse me,
Yeah,
seemed to be.
so what I was doing, I think in the drawing I was showing you, is I like to grab kind of the outer face as my guide rail, so it tells it like make sure it stays on this face because then it's set to whatever thickness you set that bevel to. So I think maybe grabbing it from the center is kind of throwing you off because it's if you think about it, it's kind of on a different plane at some point. You know,
Oh,
I
okay,
believe that's what I
yeah,
think. I don't know if that makes
and
sense.
from what you showed me too, I was for some reason it wasn't letting me grab the surface on the curve of the blade for the front. That's and when I saw you do it, I was like, oh yeah, and it made so
I
much
don't know if
sense. So I
Fusion's
went
the
and tried to
same.
do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't grabbing it for me. Yeah, I was. So
The
maybe I
only
had
thing I could
tried it
think,
before.
I'm curious actually. Can I present and show you? Maybe I can try to show you. I don't know if that works.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'll try.
I wanted to ask you too. After you show me how you get the what I did for your slack jaw. I did like a cylinder and I cut into the face. I was trying to think like in a machining sense. I don't know. I don't know how you do that for fusion
What is it? I'm
on your
sorry.
end.
Sorry, I was trying to look something.
Uh, oh no, you're all good. Oh, for some reason I got
All
this
right.
going on. What's going on over here?
Am I sharing? I don't know. I was trying. I
Oh, here
tried
we
to
go.
do
Here we go.
something, but I don't know if I did anything.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay. I don't know what I did.
Hold on. No, that was me. When you're ready to present, let me know. I got you.
Yeah, you should be good. I mean, I have the screen up. I'll try to mess around with it. I don't have my mouse on me. I'm just using the trackpad. Can you see that, Mark, or no?
Yeah. Can you see it?
I mean, I'm just looking at my screen, but so I don't see your stuff yet. But I think because I'm in my like inventor program.
Oh, got you. I got you. Yeah, you're
So
there. You're good.
typically, I don't know if Fusion has this because I don't use Fusion as much. So normally I select the curve. So I'll select the curve as this top curve, the outer band. Let me see if I can actually undo it. I don't know if it'll let me. No, it won't work. There you go. Right, so like this is that face. So now I'm just sketching on the inside plane, Mark.
Got you.
So once I sweep it, if I select that face, and then I select my curve as this guy, and then you go to your select your guide rail, and I want to use that face as my guide rail. Once it cuts it, it should give you what you want because it's making sure that it's on this outer face. Versus, I think if you selected this, it might be kind of trying to grab this. You know, it's a tighter radius back here. I don't know if it'll continue because it'll stop here. That makes sense?
Yeah. Mine does look different than yours, though. Actually.
Oh, I'm sure. Like I said, if Fusion is slightly different, I'm very familiar with this. I don't mess with Fusion as much. I just don't know if you have the guide rail and the curve. Because the guide rail is a huge help in kind of making sure that it follows the face you want it to follow. So just to try to test that.
Yeah, mine doesn't say path. I mean curve. I'm sorry. It just says the path, but it doesn't say what kind.
Yeah, I want to try.
Are those named? But you named them.
Yeah, there you go. And then I don't know if that's really the same situation. No, I didn't name them anything. This is just what they're named by the model. So once I sweep, this is the little toolbar that comes up. It allows me to select the profile, and then I can select the path is basically just whatever I want to follow, which is that guy. And then, like I said, the rail or guide is just like make sure it follows that, and then that's what gives me my. And then you can shut off all these orphanings and such, and that'll give you your. Finish one.
I think your fusion is messing with your audio.
It might be. It's a pretty heavy duty program.
Whoa. Yeah, I got you. Oh, crap. Good.
Yeah. I think I just stopped
Oh, yeah.
sharing just to see if it helps.
Um, yeah, for some reason, no, I was grabbing the bottom one like you were,
Okay.
but it still wasn't. It just wasn't letting me grab the surface. It like it wouldn't
Hmm.
highlight the surface of the blade. I would go over it, and it wouldn't highlight it like that. I
I'll
couldn't
have to
figure it out.
open Fusion one day and play around with it and see if I can figure it out. I don't know. I don't play with it enough.
Yeah, I was gonna show it, but it's farther along in the design now. I didn't want to show the guy's design. Um,
I understand.
but he's a good dude. He's been doing. He's in here. I saw him a little while ago.
Oh, okay.
He's been doing some awesome designs. I know he's gotten a few licensed, and that's really cool. And his it's fun working with him because his designs push me. And like his first design, it was cool because he let me work on his first design, and I was still learning, and I was I didn't charge him for that one because I didn't want to mess it up or anything like that. And the
Yeah,
thing with
I
me is I'm going to
understand.
try and try and try. I'm going to get what they want, you know. But so his design was really unique and very different from the designs that I do, and it really helped me learn some things. And the same applies to every design that I work on, but with his in particular because they are so unique and very different from what I do most of the times. Um, but yeah, with his, I'm like, oh, this design, and for I felt more confident this time. It's just with that the blade grind, it just was giving me issues, and um, like I said, to the point where I was like, oh, I don't know, and I wanted to reach out to you, but I was like, I don't know.
I think it's
Um,
tricky too because I think a lot of it comes with, and again, I'm not by any means a great knife maker yet. In that I just got my grinder, I don't know, just about a year ago. So it's still even a learning process for me about grinding blades, and I still use a jig just because I find more comfortability in it, and I don't want to mess it up, especially if someone's going to spend 100, 150 on a knife. It's like I don't want to use
yeah,
a piece of garbage. Um, but I just try to think of it. I think the practicality sometimes helps, where it's like if I look at it, I'm like, if I know if I grind that, like you're gonna end up with that weird flat, other than if
yeah,
you intentionally try to put a fillet there or a chamfer, or in theory, if you just took a round wheel and you ground that face and then you wanted to stop it, it would end up just digging in. So again, if that's not what that guy's looking for from a design standpoint, and maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but that was that.
yeah.
Was that
Yeah,
one I
because
sent
I
you
know I've
yesterday?
seen it to where it's angled a bit more, but I don't know the process in that, and that's why I felt that's why I really wanted to reach out to you too because I know you do some of the like your grinding and things like that. So I was like maybe from more like practical, like is it something you can do? Can it be done? And um, like you were
Yeah, you
saying, it
can
would
definitely.
be
Yeah, you can always get in there with something. I mean, you could Dremel it. You could Dremel in a fillet, if you really wanted to. But from just a standard, like a round wheel is going to create a certain grind, and then a flat
yeah,
wheel is going to correct. So where that kind of looks, you're going to get that weird flat piece.
yeah.
That's what that knife I sent you yesterday, that KTC3. That's the Coke. Uh,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah. That
can
one
kind of
had
see it there, but it's very hard to see if it's filleted or a hard hit. But I'm not
yeah,
sure either.
yeah.
I tried to look it up, and every photo I look at is either I zoom in, it's too blurred, and I don't have one, so I couldn't
I'm pretty sure
tell you.
it was like that. I'm pretty sure it had a crazy grind. It just looked like that style of knife. Like they would keep it like that. Um,
Yeah,
and
and again,
then
you can definitely, especially if you're CNC machining the blade, you could do whatever you want. Like you can put a different tip, different end mill on there, and do whatever you want to make it look like.
yeah, I saw that you were working on getting a CNC machine. Is that something you're still planning on doing, or have you gotten it yet?
It's definitely on the list. The tricky part is just finding that nice chunk of change to be like, you know what, I'm comfortable enough buying it and still having enough in the bank to make sure I can keep making knives instead of just dumping
Yeah,
a bunch of money. Because again, they're depending on which route you go. I don't think I'd ever get like a full one, a full CNC metal. I think really I wanted it for scales and such, just to make it, you know, um, make it easier. Because a lot of times I
yeah,
reach out to other friends and buddies and hey, like Mike over at Key Bar, can you make me a new? Can you make me some scales? But it'd be nice just to like come down to my garage and make scales when I want, versus trying to wait
Yeah,
on. Nothing against
yeah.
my friends and uh, but that just takes time.
I saw his fixed plays, man. Jeez, those are wicked,
Yeah,
man. They
so
look really, really
Mike, yeah,
good.
Mike's been fantastic. Mike and I linked up. I don't know, 2 years ago, year and a half ago. We did a little collab, a key bar collab, and then uh, we're always chatting. We did something for Blade Show, but I don't think it got done in time. We did a cigar cutter collab, but it just
Oh,
didn't. I don't
okay.
think it got made in time. Yeah, it was pretty cool. He kind of like messaged me one day. He's like, yeah, I gotta like make something. He's like, what do you think about kind of helping me out? I'm like, sure. And I kind of just came up with this like idea. He's like, he's like, you did that in a day? I'm like, yeah, why? Like, what? I was like, ADD
That's
is
really
strong.
cool. That's really cool, man.
So yeah,
Um,
so we have our collab key bar that we have to get back into. We only did a small little run of like 10 of them, but we just have to get back into it, and we just haven't linked up again. He's been focused on knives. I've been doing my knives,
yeah,
so
but
it's
that's really cool to
but
even have to be working with him. That's, I mean, you have some pretty, I mean, you do some awesome work, man, and it seems like you're
thank you.
working with some awesome people too, and that's really it's just really cool to see. And I remember you did your. That's why I brought up the CNC machine. You did your garage tour, um,
Oh yeah,
your shop tour, and that's it's just really cool to see like how you're doing it. You're getting things done, and like you said, you do have to reach out, for
oh
certain
yeah.
things.
That's
But
everybody. I mean, I don't think anybody. I mean, again, even when I get blanks, like I don't shape the blanks. I get them water jet, heat treated, and then I get them, and then that's where I finish them off, grind them, scale, assembly, sheaths. Um, it'd be great to have it all in house, but I
yeah,
mean, that's expensive.
yeah, that is something that takes a while. Takes a lot of building up to get to that point. But you're doing some awesome things, man, and
Yeah, thank you.
it's
Yeah, and
something that
again, I
I
mean,
like.
it's oh,
I want to start watching. I have seen some, but it's hard to grasp if I don't know what I'm looking at. With like the there's somebody that I watch named Austin Shaner, and he does
okay.
some CAD and CAM work on YouTube. He's done some, but he hasn't done anything recently. But he does some really really good videos, and that's something that I've seen some of it, but it's hard to grasp it because I do want to eventually move into where I can make them, where I can send CAD and it be directly, translatable. Well, I mean, I guess they would have to still change it, depending on what company, to whatever kind of machine they use, whatever,
Yeah, I
sizes.
don't know, because I mean, I'll be honest. A lot of the times, the only thing that changes is like, so I have. Have you seen the Peyton Cleaver, the V1?
I've seen a lot of versions. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, sorry. The ADV is
Oh,
is, is fun. So this is the V1, which has a
oh, okay,
titanium
yeah.
scale, but it's much more of a kind of a with a finger choil. Again,
Um,
I love them, but making sheaths for these things is a pain in the ass because it's such a thick like beefy finger choil that trying to get it in and out of the sheath is always such a chore. But these I made, Mike over at Keybar made these scales for me, and I just sent him a step file. And I think the only thing he did was he set all the tool paths. I didn't do any tool paths. I just sent him a step file, and he was like, "Yeah, okay," and that was it. So I can't imagine, other than if you're sending it to a knife manufacturer that maybe has to do something slightly different, they'll adjust it. But I mean, if your
Got
model
you.
works and it's functioning, I can't imagine
Yeah.
that they should be really changing it drastically for any reason from a machining
Yeah.
standpoint.
Yeah, I guess like as long as there's not anything ridiculous, like you have like two screws right next to each other, something like that, that there's not going to be enough room for them to even do it. But I
Oh
guess,
yeah, if you have something wild, then that's a different
yeah,
story. But
yeah,
I mean, also machining is so what's the word I'm looking for? So advanced now that there's really not much they can't do as long as they have the tooling and
yeah,
capability.
yeah. Yeah,
But
so
again,
like if you do have a really wicked design and you're trying to get a license, I would imagine you got to watch who you're reaching out to with it because some might like the design or something, but maybe they just don't have the capabilities of like, oh, we can't
yeah,
do
I
that.
don't. It's one of those weird things. 'Cause I reach out to, is it Concept Knives? Concept?
Okay.
Concept?
Yeah.
Right? What?
Concept.
I think it's Concept, yeah. I reached out to them for the few knife designs, and it just never works out. Every time I send them something, they're just like, it's just not in their wheelhouse, or they're not interested. And I'm like, okay, like no worries, you know. Um, but it's just tricky. It's like the idea to make it licensed is fantastic because it would be great to have thousands of this thing I've made.
Yeah.
But you know, it'd be cool. But then also, I can't imagine. I don't want to say the quality suffers to an extent if there's so many of them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it can. It can if
It
the
can.
demand is high. I see it. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like who was putting out I think the Vosteed Raccoon was coming out and then they had some QC issues. I think it was really popular when that happened. Um, and another one was having issues. I think something Kaiser may have done. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's like once they start needing a lot of them, then they start seeing the QC issues.
Yeah,
And
but it's a catch-22 because also trying to make something American made is very tricky because
yeah,
the price tag is up there.
very high.
And then the other hand is going overseas, which is again, and they make great knives because I have a few, Dam Designs, Adrian.
Amazon's,
You
yeah,
familiar?
does awesome
Uh,
stuff.
so I have his Oni. I feel like I have another one, but I can't remember what it is. And those things are fantastic. I love those little knives. But again, I would assume he's got to get these in, figure out the QC on them, and if it is bad, it's kind of just money out of his pocket because now it's like I didn't have the time to sit here and make each one.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that is
it's
why you're
just,
paying a premium, so it makes sense that they really shouldn't be any issues with them other than minimal.
yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I have my Clydesdales. It should be coming hopefully next week. I thought it was going to be this week, and it didn't
Mhm.
happen. Sorry for everybody who. I don't know if
Wonderful.
anybody's asked anything. Joe, congrats to this is my brother right here. Congrats
Oh, nice.
on the volleyball game over there. Very cool. Very cool. Um, yeah, I don't know if anybody's asked about the Clydesdale, but oh, it's the Hawk. Hold on a second. I think that might have been the fixed play. That's Aries EDC.
Oh, I know they were talking about
Uh,
tattoos. Maybe someone was getting a tattoo.
oh
I'm
yeah, I
not
think he
sure.
said his wife or something like that. What's up, Cheeto? Changing the name again, Cheeto Juice. Cheeto Juice. That's funny. Old school rocker. What's up? Sorry guys. How's
I don't know
everybody
how you, I
doing?
don't
What
know
are
how you
y'all
keep track
carrying?
of all this.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had a guest on, man. I was excited. I was enjoying talking to you.
Oh,
I
it's
forgot.
fair. Yeah, no worries.
Angel, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Um, hey, what did you carry today? By the way, I always empty the pockets, man. What did you carry?
No,
Did you have
me.
anything in the pockets today?
I think I had a patent folder and what did I have in my other pocket? Usually it's patent folder and a slack jaw, or I can't really carry an axe around, so I don't carry that. But I would like to.
I'd like to. Yeah, man, you make it pocketable. Well, I guess that would be the what's the one you just showed? Ah
The hashling.
the no the smaller one with the handles by Gundit. I mean was it
Oh, key
Keybar?
bar. Yeah, yeah, they're both the patent cleaver. So this is just the
Oh, okay.
V2. Yeah, this is just the V2, which was just kind of a slimmed down version of it. Well, not with the tape on it, but
Dude, that's a really sick little cleaver. I was telling I told my the people that come to my chat, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be having August Originals on. I said I've talked about maybe doing a collaboration on something sometime. I said there's nothing set
yeah,
in stone. I said, but I said it would be cool because I seen your the the Peyton cleaver. Is that what you
yep,
said? I already
yep.
forgot. Sorry. Um, I was thinking to myself, hey, maybe a Clydesdale, a mini Clydesdale, because I do have a design called the mini horse that I want to do.
Yeah,
Um,
let me know, man. I will mess around
I
with it.
think that would,
I'm
I think
down.
that'd be really fun. I can show you the file sometime, but like I said, I wasn't telling anybody we were doing anything. I just said that we talked, and I was like, maybe
Oh
possibly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm always down.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was tricky. This year was a little bit rougher for me, so I kind of slowed down with collabs and just kind of focused on like, all right, let me just kind of regroup and see what works for me. And I did my first show in September, and I'm doing the New York Knife Show in March.
How do you feel? You
So it's
excited?
yeah, I think it's excited and nervous because again, I mean, I just enjoy making, but it's tricky to put yourself out there. Is that it's a weird
Yeah,
you kind like I went to that PA show, and again, people come up and no one's like a prick or mean or anything, but I think there's plenty of people that are just like it's not their cup of tea,
yeah,
and I think a part of you, gets upset a little bit about it in a weird way. You kind of want your design to be kind of this item that everybody wants and covets.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
when
No, I
someone
get
walks by and kind of just walks by it, you're like, what the hell, man?
it. So I mean,
And
how did you do? Did you sell a few? Did you sell? Did
oh
you
yeah,
come back?
I made enough just to cover the trip. I made enough. Like, luckily, it was able to just. I think I sold a couple T-shirts, a couple blades, and a couple rubber band guns. So it's again, not a bad trip. Just definitely was nice to get the feet wet. New
Yeah,
York should be a little bit bigger. New York is definitely a bigger show. So I'm trying to focus on 5 or 6 items and just make maybe 5 to 10 of each of them and just focus and not, instead of making pizza cutters and rubber band guns and this thing over here and this other idea that I have and s'more forks and it's my pitfall. I'm always making something, so it's
yeah, yeah. I see you got a lot of
focusing is
stuff.
difficult.
But hey, and what you said too is getting your feet wet. The experience is really it's worth it sometimes, even though
Yeah,
like if you go and you think it might not go as you plan, even if that's in your head, still you've got to think about well, people see your name now. At least somebody might talk about oh I saw this. It really wasn't for me, but I saw this, and it might be for
yeah.
you, and then your name gets it's important.
Yeah, the net.
Um,
I used it. That's how I used it. I said, my buddy's like, you sell a bunch. I'm like, no, I was like, it's okay. Like, the networking was huge. It was nice to meet people, and that's what we talked. When you asked me about this, I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. Like, I'd hop on because again, I'm very bad being in front of the camera. Like, this is, I don't want to say it's awkward. It's just, it's still weird to me, and trying to keep track of like what are people saying and chatting with
yeah.
you, and it's new to me. Even just being on front of the camera. My little sister was like, what the hell do you take all these videos of yourself for? I'm like, hey, stop talking shit, all right? What do you care, all right?
Yeah, man, it can be overwhelming. Like I think last guest I had on, I think I did better in the chat, but this time I kind of let it get away from me. My bad, everybody. What's up, everybody? Jeez, I'm sorry, I didn't know y'all were all gonna be here. I'm just joking. But yeah, it can be. It takes some getting used to be in front of the camera. Especially, I usually
Yeah.
go on for about 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes I'll have to cut it short because
Oh,
there's another guy, Big Red EDC, and he has like I think once a month he goes earlier, and he's a good channel, So I'd like to try to get people out here so they can go hang out over there. And he does giveaways and stuff, so I want people to
oh,
go
okay.
enjoy themselves over there. So I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna cut out a little early, but usually I go about 3 hours, and I'm just
Nice.
acting a fool on camera forever. I'm gonna
That's
drop
cool.
your
Like I
link in
said,
here.
I'll probably dip out in a little while. Just I gotta go do dinner for the family, but it was definitely you know, I'd love to hop on again at some point, just to try to chat
Yeah,
again. It's
that'd
been
be really cool, dude. I would love to have you on again, man. It's like I've been following you for a while, dude. I'm gonna tell you a story. I so I was following. I reached out to you. I think. Oh, when I decided to reach out to you was when I saw you were
Mhm.
working on the what you have printed right now. The in
Oh,
CAD
okay.
you were
Yep.
talking. Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna tell him what's up. That sounded weird. I was like, hey, about the CAD and things like that, and I had just been following you for a while and like your work and things like that. And then we had our conversation. Then you followed me back, and I told my friend Real, he's right here crying. I don't know why he has crying faces. But I messaged him. I was like, "Hey man, there's this dude I've been following for a while. He's a real cool dude." And I said he just started following me back. So
Yeah,
it's just
like I said, the one thing I've learned, Mark, and it's something I try to be and try to just push forward on everybody else if I can. Is when I meet guys like Mike from Key Bar, who's been doing this a long time, and he's just like my best friend, and I talked to him one time. like I try to exude that same confidence in people like yourself, where it's like, hey man, like if you're starting out and you started doing CAD yesterday, I'm not going to treat you any different than the guy who didn't do in CAD for 10 years or has a CNC machine and is better than me. Like, there's no need for that. Like, same thing with my buddy Eddie at One Eyed Ghost, or Max Gondek, like I referred to, or Brett over at Inky, and Alan. Everyone's the same, or at least I try to surround myself with like-minded people, because ultimately, again, you can't. Again, I guess a part of you wants to be out for yourself, because in the long run, you got to pay the bills, right? Whether you have kids, you don't have kids, you got rent, mortgage. But on the other hand, I luck out. I don't say luck out. I don't know if do you do this full time, Mark, or do you have a day job? Not to be rude, just a general
No,
question.
you're good. Yeah, no, I do this. This is what I've been doing.
Oh, awesome.
About yeah. It was I had some health issues. I don't really talk about it a lot. So that's actually what made me get into this. I needed to do something pretty drastic, and that was I was out. I don't know. I just started doing this, and I just knew I had to do
Yeah, no
something.
worries. Oh yeah, you don't have to
And
elaborate. I just curious because I have a day job that I do well at, and I just focus on that for the day-to-day operations of the house. Right, that's what pays the bills. That's what feeds the kids. So I luck out in the sense that I'm not trying to, clothe my children based on making knives. So I have a little bit more liberty, and I can go, okay, I can make pizza cutters, because if they don't sell, I'm still getting a paycheck at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Versus maybe guys like yourself or my buddy Eddie who does knives, they're much more into, let's focus on this because this is what's going to feed me.
Yeah.
So again, and I think that's a great mentality to have. I just think it makes it much more, risky, in that, like, if things don't work out, you need to have another game plan, in a sense.
Absolutely. Like with the knives, for example, or like how you're saying, it's just the starting point for me. Like this all is starting for me right now. It's
Yeah.
this is the beginning of something for me, and that is something about. I was talking about having. Was talking with somebody about. I don't want to say somebody shouldn't take it all offensive. um, about having one company with a lot of my designs, because then if something happens with that company, then I'm left with a bunch of designs that are going nowhere. So I'm trying to spread them out, and then even with that, to get my name out there, and then build in, because I want to do a lot of EDC things like I'm talking about, and my plans are for a store too. So the dreams are bigger than just what it is right now. It's just this is very early, and because I know what you mean. Like if that doesn't work out, then what do you have after that? So
Oh,
building
and
is
again,
very important.
I mean, being an adult is always just shifting gears, right? I mean, it's not everyone gets a union job and works their life in iron or steel worker or something like that. I mean, I've done graphic design and embroidery and welding, and so I have an amalgam of experience in just random stuff. So, but luckily, I have that day job where I can just, not worry about that stuff. My house is paid for. All these things are taken care of.
Yeah,
So that liberty to be a little more creative with my work is nice, but tricky on the same vein of trying to run a company.
yeah.
Where
Because
again, if
a lot of
you're
time.
making 300 Clydesdales, you can focus on just marketing Clydesdales and selling Clydesdales. Where I'm like, maybe next week I'll make a shoehorn or something. I'll make something stupid next week.
Let me know
I
when
had
that
what I had.
shoehorn comes up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you know what's funny? Those will be the best sellers. No one wants to buy a knife. I'll make some weird ass, people love pizza cutters. I'm like, I just wanted to make a pizza cutter randomly. And everyone's like, yeah, pizza cutters? I'm like, nope. I was like, it was a random idea.
I shared that with a friend of mine, a pizza operator. I don't know if he's been in here today, but I don't know. He may have
I've seen
started
his
calling
name.
you.
I've seen his name a few times, but I don't know if he's ever commented himself. I've seen people kind of tag him here and there, whether it was you specifically or others. But yeah, a few people I've seen kind of tag him, or there's another company. I don't remember their names, but something along the pizza lines.
Yeah, he's. I saw you were making some, or I think it was when you're getting ready for your show, or just
Uh,
after.
yeah. So a bunch of people reached out. Not reached out. I'm sorry. At the show, I had 5, 10 people ask, "You got any pizza cutters?" I'm like, "Nope." I was like, should have brought pizza cutters. And then I had a few people who bought the version 1 said like, "Oh, you're gonna make like more of a guard, you know?" So it's like, sorry, I have one. I brought everything just in
Oh,
case.
nice, man.
So
That's
I created more of a guard here, so you can't get your finger to the blade. The old one kind of had the guard up here, so you're a little bit closer to the blade. This one kind of allows you to never, kind of get there.
yeah, that's a
So
really
so literally once someone mentioned it, I think the next day I was on CAD like kind of revamping it. And
you
I
show
don't
the
know if
handle
you
on it?
ever you oh sorry.
I'm sorry. It's just that's cool, man. I dig it. Yeah.
So
And it
yeah,
looks
I've
comfortable
turned
too.
I mean, you know what it was? It was funny. I reached out to one of my other buddies and I was like, "Hey, should I do a pizza cutter?" And he's like, "Hell no. Who's going to buy a pizza cutter?" And then I reached out to my buddy Eddie. He's like, "Yeah, that'd be awesome. Make a pizza cutter." So I was like, "All right." And I made pizza cutters and people love them. I just have to, you know, again, focusing is not my strong suit. I'm always trying to be better with it. So knowing that I have these shows has kind of forced me to say, okay, like I know the show's coming up in 3 or 4 months. Let me make sure that I sell a few knives and start kind of banking what I need for the next one, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no,
You know,
it's yeah, you're always it's I just think it's man, it's really cool how you're covering so many things. It really, really is because like I always see something new. You have like you've shown I don't know how many different things.
oh
And then
yeah,
you have your wallet too, right? That you designed.
yeah. The wallet. I did design a wallet. The unfortunate thing is that it hasn't come to fruition yet. I was having a buddy help me out, and he just I think got busy with his own work, and it just hasn't kind of come to fruition. Unfortunately, I bought a sewing machine. I don't know 4 or 5 months ago, and just started messing around. And
I dig it.
I'm not very good at it. So he made my idea, which was a very crude concept, into a very nice piece. But yeah, I think it just keeps me interested, and then ideally it's keeping the fans of my work interested. But like I said, the tricky part is when I only make 5 of an item, but I have 100 fans. It's very tricky to keep them fully engaged because it's hey, well, you're gonna make more? Like, yeah, maybe like next week or in 3 years. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I got you. Keep like some people that may be interested in just that or something like that. And
Yeah, and I think that's what happens. Like the pizza cutters, people
yeah,
love them, but then like they don't really want a knife, and then somebody wants a
yeah.
knife, but I'm only making rubber band guns, and then people are like, well, what are you making rubber band guns? You gonna make new ones? You gonna make this? And I'm like, no, probably not. But that's my own issue. This isn't a therapy session. Don't let me.
No, 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 man. I just think it's really. I like how, like I said, the ideas they're from everything that I've seen. I like it's in your name, man. Originals. It's all original, dude. Everything that I've seen you
Oh,
do is
that was the goal. I mean, I think I'm doing a
yeah.
pretty good job of at least making the stuff. It's just keeping it on the shelves, I guess, and stocking a few more items.
But that's. I mean, that's also. It shows how many more people there are that are like me that are enjoying what you're doing, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
really
So
cool.
I mean, and I appreciate it tenfold when people reach out like yourself, or even I say it in a lot of my videos when I'm thanking people. Even if someone just reaches out and says, "Hey man, like that's a great idea," like thanks, like that's all I need. I don't necessarily, like, the money is great if I can really just keep the company going. I don't need it to be. I'm not going to buy a Rolls Royce off of it. I don't need that. I guess I wouldn't be opposed, but I'm not. It's not my first goal.
And when you get, the 1,000 pizza cutters and you get that
That's
roast.
it. That's true. I'm gonna try. That's my next goal. Rolls Royce.
Hey, um, is there any knife that you're currently like shopping right now to any companies, or it just was concept the last time you tried?
Concept was the last time I tried. Again, I think, like I said, and it's weird because that the frame lock that I'm working on with that sealed bearing concept. A part of me thinks if I can figure it out the correct way and dial it in, I think it could really kind of. I don't want to say revolutionize. I don't want to sound like this almighty designer or anything like that. My head doesn't work around doing the same thing everyone's doing all the time. Like cage bearings are great and they works, but you have to clean them and you have to oil them and you have to, if you could get a sealed bearing in there and dial it in, you don't have to really do anything. You put that in and that's it. Your knife's golden,
Yeah.
So it's in like I said, luckily I have the proof of concept now, so it definitely feels great in hand. It works well, but obviously it's a piece of plastic, not a full titanium frame lock with a metal blade. So how will it all fit together and rotate and pivot and so on and so forth? But it's a pretty simple concept, and there's no other than, I designed it one time with integral washers. So the backspacer is integral. I want the washers to be integral, so I'm not dealing with. I really just want it to be a blade and back scales, like scales and screws, and that's all you have to put together. There is no extra washers, no extra bearings. It's literally the blade comes with a press fit bearing. It goes together. You lock this thing together. All you do is you have a flipper and you have three pieces.
Man, that sounds really good, man.
Yeah, if it works, like my head works, it should be a pretty awesome idea. But it's tricky because I've reached out to guys like Jens, like Anso.
Yeah.
So I've reached out to him, and someone like that who's been doing this a long time really had nothing negative to say about the idea. So I was like, that seems great, because I thought someone was going to be like, well, no, you can't do that. It'll never work. So I reached out to him. I reached out to Zodiac. I don't know if you're familiar with Zodiac Engineering.
Zodiac Engineering, I don't know them.
So Zodiac makes a really nice folder, and he's an old BMX guy too. So we have a little bit of background together. And I reached out to him, and he was same boat. He was like, no, he's like, I don't see any issue with it other than if you dropped it and there was nothing really, kind of allowing it not to have, but it's going to be an extremely tight pressure fit bearing. I can't imagine, other than if you're throwing the goddamn knife at a wall, it shouldn't move. But again, everyone does, people break knives all the time. They're like, well, I was using it as a pry bar. I'm like, well, it's not a pry bar, it's a knife.
Yeah.
Why are you using it as a pry bar? So it's tricky because someone's going to do something and be like, well, the bearing's out of alignment. You're like, what'd you do with it? Oh, I was prying something with it. It's not what it's for.
Yeah, no, that's.
So,
I don't know if people don't learn that, but I think my friend Real, I think he pries with his. I don't know.
Hey, again, whatever you need to do, it's one of those things where I think if I can get it figured out, it's hard for me to want to really license it out, since it would be like an August, proprietary system. But I mean, there's, like Hawk, I think it's Hawk. They have that crazy roto lock, or they have some crazy locking system that Sergey knives.
Is that Hawk knives?
Yeah, Hawk knives, but they make some crazy lock system. I don't remember what it's called, but it uses springs and a weird shape thing.
Yeah,
Serge.
Serge recently.
Yeah, Sergey, however he says his name. But he's doing the the Rook, I think it is. I think the Rook uses that. Oh, it's a great knife, but again, I think it's like a $1,200 knife. It ain't cheap.
That's not.
And that's the tricky part is getting to that plateau where it's people will gladly pay $1,200 for something that came out of your brain.
Yeah, that's
tricky.
Serge has a lot of those going on.
Hey, and again, more power to him, and he's got this, understanding, and people love him. So, yeah. See, Bama was wondering about sealed bearings. I don't know why no one uses them. I wish they would, and that's why I'm kind of working through this system, and so far so good. It's just I have to get to my machinist, and I'd like to have a full working proto dialed in by March, which is the knife show, the New York show.
Oh, that'd be really cool, man.
So that would be the plan, and we'll see what people, either think about it or think it's a dumb idea. But, I see people, they're always taking apart knives to clean them and dust. And, I mean, you put a sealed bearing in there, none of that is an issue anymore. Other than if you beat the shit out of it and throw it against a wall, like I said. But if you're just using a knife, so.
Well, that's how likely is that you have them ready to go?
My buddy he's literally just moving houses. So we're supposed to touch base in early November. So, I mean, ideally, other than just, any crazy hiccups or, large monetary issues, like if something comes across and it just doesn't work out monetarily, because, I mean, machining is definitely pricey for samples. It's different. Like, to your point, if you're even if you go to China or anywhere and you say I just want to make one, it's going to be a pricey endeavor.
Yeah.
So other than that, I think it should be easily likely. He can definitely it can get knocked out quickly. It's just figuring out the minutia of how does everything move, what tolerances do you need? Because again, the 3D print works, but it is plastic, so there's some give here and there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get
You
you.
know,
Yeah. There are things that'll definitely be different once it's in a different material, like with
yeah.
I don't know what you would go titanium or
I my
steel.
plan was to, like I said, the since the backspacer and the basically the washers are supposed to be integral. Most likely, I'd probably do it all out of titanium. The frame lock side would always be titanium, and then I would probably do play with the faces. Like the other face could be my micarta, it could be whatever I wanted it to be. But
Yeah.
intentionally, I think the first one. Plus, I do anodizing in house, like at my shop. So I would probably just get them titanium because then I can mess around with patterns and colors and such.
Yeah. That's I man. I would really like to. I think that folder is really sweet. Man, I like the friction folder. I like the little cleaver one, and that one looks really sick. I I don't care what material it would be in. I would enjoy it. It's a
Hey,
really
thank you.
awesome
Like I
design.
said, yeah, it's thank you. Yeah, it was something that it's been a long time coming, and then I've messed around with it a bunch, and finally was able to just hammer out the actual internals of like this should work spot on, as long as I can get everything spot on. But that'll take some time, like any knife. It doesn't
Yeah,
happen overnight, unfortunately.
yeah, no, it's definitely a process, and all that. With any design, it takes different steps from different people. Like if you're doing CAD, and then with you, if you're doing your own work, it's you still got to work the kinks out of it.
Yeah.
I
So.
wanted to ask you, do
Hmm?
you have a favorite steel? A favorite knife
I mean,
steel?
I use a lot of AEBL, and I like that a lot. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm familiar with working with it, but
Got you.
I'm kind of not as much a knife nerd as other people. If that's
Okay.
not to be rude and call people
No, no,
knife
you're
nerds,
good.
but that concept of like everyone's like I need 80 CRV this and that. I'm like, what? It's a knife, man. Does it cut shit? Good. There you go.
Got you.
Like my buddy Eddie loves Magna Cut, but then I talked to the guy at New Jersey Steel Baron. He's like Magna Cut's great, but he's like you tear up belts, so it's catch 22.
Yeah, I think steel a lot of times has to do with. I mean, there's just with everything with knives and the designs, and there's so much preference. And everything. What are you using it for? Some people might prefer D2. There's a guy, Duty's Daggers, who he did a review on my Clydesdale, and it's in 14C28N. But the prototype is in D2, and he said, "Oh, I actually like D2." So, and a lot
Yeah,
of people
I
don't like D2. So it's
oh that was the first Peyton folders were D2, and then I did them in A2, and I don't want to say I didn't notice really a difference in that. Like I still was able to get it sharp, as far as I'm not the one using it every day, and no one's ever messaged me back and said this Peyton's a piece of crap. Like the blade steel sucks.
yeah, it's
So it's
good.
it's very hard. Yeah, it's very hard to say. I mean, like I said, all the cleavers up until now so far have been AEBL, which is just like from what I've understood, it's they call it like a super stainless from Germany or some. It was made for some crazy application, and I can't remember what. But it works well. It works. It's nice to grind. It's not crazy. I'm not beating the shit out of belts, and it makes a nice knife. I can put it in like ferric chloride and get it all like uh, darkened, and I can stone wash it, and it gets a nice finish. Maybe that's every blade. I don't know if Magna Cut works the same way or it doesn't etch the
Um,
same. I can't say,
yeah, I
but
know some
that's
like if they're polished or well, I guess polished in general is just fingerprints a lot. But I know I heard something about. I was watching some review on something, and they were saying that the satin on it in this steel is going to smudge a lot or something like that. But yeah, I guess there are certain
I think it's
features.
also it. I'm also a very big proponent of like I just want to use my knife. I don't want it to look pretty. I don't. And again, that's tricky coming from someone who is selling knives to people who are more like that.
Yeah,
Right? Like again, and I'm sure I don't have a Clydesdale, and maybe I'll pick one up when you get them out. But it's one of those things where if I was to have that, like I'm sure it's coming from a factory, getting made, and it's a nice, you know, quality piece. You know, my designs and my aesthetic, I guess, is a little more rough around the edges, but they're meant to be, and I'm sure that Clydesdale is as well. It's meant to be used. Like I don't, it doesn't need to
Yeah.
be pretty. I don't care if it has smudges on it. I don't care if it has blood on the handle. It doesn't bother me. It's a knife. I've cut
Yeah,
myself. That's what it's for. Like,
I really want my Clydesdales to be used. I really do. I
yeah,
went with titanium because I wanted people to be able to customize them.
yeah, it's
But
great.
I think there might be another handle material that could have been better for it being for me wanting it to be used. You know, I want it to be used for everything. I wanted it to
I
be a
mean,
big utility
titanium's
blade.
strong shit. Yeah, titanium is
Yeah,
strong shit, and it doesn't. And again, I'd recommend it if you ever have the funds or you want to get into it. I mean, I bought a power supply and some simple chemicals. Like really, it's just baking soda, water, and some like rust remover, and I can anodize like in my garage. Like it's pretty simple. You know, even when you get the Clydesdales, you know, you set 10 of them aside and you go like, I'm just gonna mess around with some ano and you know whatever. It goes up an extra $5 on that one because it's a custom piece, you know, or
yeah,
whatever you want to charge. But you know, you can just up the price slightly instead of like here's $100 or 150. This one's 165 because I did a custom splatter ano job on it.
yeah.
But
That's yeah, and that's a tricky thing too. About I don't know what I would charge with doing like pieces that were different. Because to some people it means more, you know, and also I'm not trying to poke anybody's eyes in any way, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
it would be taking stuff and just making them that much different. And but yeah, I would like to try. Somebody reached out to me about possibly doing something for me, so
yeah,
we'll
and I think
see.
it just again it becomes on how you want to do it, but ultimately it's you know it's a fun little process. Plus you get to see it change colors and mess around, and it's fun for you. You know, it
Yeah,
keeps it interesting instead of like, okay, I'm selling, you know, 300 or however many you got, you know, just titanium, stonewashed titanium Clydesdales. It's like, it's nice, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure as long as you're happy with it. But I like that difference of like, I can mess around with this. And like, I have 50 rubber band guns sitting behind me. They're all just stonewashed titanium. I don't want them all to be stonewashed, so I make them purple, I make them blue, I put patterns on them. And people like that because everyone's got a one-off band like banjo. No one's getting the same gray one, and people will because
yeah,
people asked. But I get kind of bored with gray, so I try to make
yeah.
them
No, I
pink
would
and purple.
definitely like to do that because it is good to have the variety and like you say, you want to keep things fresh as often as possible. Things with EDC is like I think it's like technology; it's always changing.
So, all right, Mark. I don't want to cut you short, but I got to get
No, you're all
upstairs.
good, man.
The wife's texting me.
You're all good, man. I appreciate you
So,
stopping in, man.
yeah, no, I appreciate it,
Hopefully,
man. Thank you for reaching out. Like I said, it was nice. I mean, again, I definitely would do it again. And just keep me posted, and we can try to figure out a good time.
all right, cool, man. I'll drop your link in here again, and you enjoy your day, man. You have a good weekend.
You too, man. Take care, everyone. Thank you for hanging out.
Peace, man.
Later.
Yo, what's up, y'all? So y'all go follow August Originals. Hit him up on Instagram. Very cool dude. Sorry, I missed a lot of comments. Sorry, I was very into what he was saying. I was, like I said, I've been following him for a long time, and his designs, what he works on is it's always he's always working on something new. Like I said, it's in the name, August Original. So, and then here is his big cartel. Right now, I think he just has some shirts and I think he has some beads on there. But you know, keep an eye out on that because he's always making some like he makes like a handful of a few things at a time, so they sell out quickly. You just missed it. Oh, fib it a bit. Just missed it. Yeah, I missed a lot of y'all. Sorry, guys. Who was in here? Uh, it's been a while since I've had a guest, so it's kind of the multitasking got away from me. Sorry about that. Five Door was in here. Joe Isabella, Mateo, Mind of Milton, Illuminati. Drizzy, Aries EDC. Hope you're having a good weekend, man. And bomb did did Loot turn into Javon? That's funny. I did for a minute, man. I did. Ah, Drizzy with the allergies. Sorry, dude. Hope you feel better, dude. Gonna change my display name to Drowsy. Oh yeah, you said you're at what? A tattoo shop with my wife. Just want to say hi to everyone. I hope that's a cool tattoo, man. Joe had the mini asticus today. Cheetah, what'd you carry, man? What did everybody carry? I know I missed everything. It was a fun conversation. Um, like I said, I'm not. It's been a while since. I appreciate that, broke as I saw that earlier. Thanks so much, dude. Yeah, it got away from me. It was hard to multitask on that. It's been a while. BEDC, I saw you stopped in here, man. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good weekend. But it was really cool, man. It's really cool. It's really the idea of working with him is exciting to me. Like he's a busy dude. He's got a custom show coming up. I'm sorry, the New York show. So I know he's gonna be busy with some things, but down the line, whenever he's ready, I'm gonna see what's up. I don't know what we would work on though. The mini horse would be cool. Cheeto, drop your pockets in there right now, man. I need to see some pockets. Show me, show me them. Bama, you already celebrating Halloween or not? Is that what you're doing? Oh, I forgot to ask him. This is what I meant to ask him. There's like so much to talk about with this guy. I just wanted to ask him everything. I had worked on. I wanted to do something special for the live stream, so I had done. This is his design. I took some screenshots from him and from his page, and I saw a bunch of things that I that I was going back and I saw that I liked, and I didn't want to just like everything like a weirdo. But yeah. So this is his design, and I wanted to ask him how he got what he used on this because for me, I just used a sketch on this axis over here, and then I cut a circle that way. So I was wondering if that's how he did his. I was just curious, and I don't know what measurements his is. I don't even know what this came out to be. I just wanted something cool for the live stream. How big is it? Let me click on it right here. Give me it. 60. Oh, that's right. I made it about 2.5 inches or something like that. Now I remember. Cheeto juice, Cheeto juice, Cheeto juice. How you doing, Bluminati? How's your mom, man? How's your weekend going? Okay, cool, man. Yeah, check it out. He's a good dude. Makes some interesting stuff. His Instagram, I dropped it in there a minute ago. Go check him out if you have an Instagram. I'm not sure if you have one over there, over in your region. Microcheck SOCOM Elite and SAC Pioneer X. What's the Pioneer? Which one's that one? I forgot you have all those, right? My birthday is Monday, so I'm celebrating everything early. Oh, got you, man. Well, happy early birthday, dude. Oh, you said you're turning. 53? Is that what you said you're turning? Is that what you said last time? I think that's what you said. Happy early birthday, man. Eat all the candy you want, man. Eat every bit of candy. Just got back a few minutes ago. We might get back in bed for a nap. Oh, okay, man. Hope she's sleeping well, having a nice little nap. Almost said a lice niddle. Who wants lice? Lice are gross. I don't want any of that. He said, "Don't eat the candy. Eat all the candy." Happy early B day. Didn't last couple hours going over family tree with mom, who's still with us and who ain't. Fun stuff. That's rough, dude. That is rough. That'd be rough for anybody to go through. I mean, just even remembering things or not to go through a family tree of who's with you and who isn't anymore. I imagine that would just suck regardless. But still, man, hope things get better, dude. Bama Ninja's got the Civivi Sentinel Strike, Civivi Elemental Morning Blade, CRKT SPEW. I'll be 53. All right. I was right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Spent a couple hours. Do you have champagne? Bama, do you have champagne or what do you have? Did you get yourself a little bottle? A little birthday bottle? Tell us. What is the drink? I wonder if we could play around with this. Can we do something to this? I wonder. You know, I know he has that. I forget. He has so many things. He has, I believe he has a little knife that is in this shape, and the blade is, I want to say, like half moon, almost like a sheep's foot, and it rotates out here. I wonder if we could do that right now. Let's do it right now. Oh, my bad. I missed. That's what your carry was. And we got a PM2 in front of me, smacked on some tortilla with cheese and pepperoni. That sounds delicious, man. That's like for real Mexican pizza right there. Send me a bite, bro. Did you guys see Kingdom Armory's couple of knives he has right now? They're sick, dude. Very sick. Disgusting. If I can open it. Very cool. This one has like some kind of Halloween theme going on. It says something. Oh, he has other stuff over here. Very cool. I like his logo that he uses, like deer antlers or something. Happy early 35th birthday. There you go. There you go. Oh, some moonshine. Look at you. You are nasty. I like it. Thank you for being nasty. So she said. So, I didn't really have anything to work on. It's fantastic. No, I mean I do actually, but where are you? Scuffles. It's around here somewhere. It's called Group Sesh. Group Sesh folder. Yeah, guys. So sorry, I was talking about how there is not an update for the Clydesdale yet, which is very unfortunate. I thought I was going to hear something from the way they were talking about. They said 5 days, but I don't know if it was from The Wire or 5 days before they would get it to shipping. I don't know. So there might have been some miscommunication there, but sorry about that, everybody. But it shouldn't be long. Should be next week. I don't want to keep saying stuff and then it doesn't happen, but I don't see why next week doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, that sucks. Sorry about that, guys. But I mean, I want one too, so I'm with y'all on that. You know, um, yeah, but still, you guys, you know, got in on it, and I don't mean to keep people waiting. You know, that sucks. I don't think I did anything new to this last time. Oh yeah, I barely did anything last time. Just got a concept from Rear today in a trade. I can't put it down. Oh, you dig it? Is it awesome? Um, it's kind of a harpoon blade shape, right? Is that one? I like it. I mean, it's an awesome design. I don't know if it would be for me. I have seen some variations that are really sick though, but just don't know if it's really my style. But I mean, the design is dope. It's not really my thing. It's weird. I mean, anybody. I don't know if it's that weird. I guess you can acknowledge when something's good and it's still not for you. You know, like um, yeah, with anything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, what did you say? 25. Moonshine makes you feel 25. Not the next day though. Bro has knives. That Fenrir is awesome. The wolf of Odin, Norse mythology, named Fenrir. I don't know if I can say the K word on here. Dopey, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? What's in the pockets, man? I need the list and the snacks. List a snack again. Last time we had a salad. The list was great. It's fantastic. Throw it again. Throw it at me. Give it to me. Knife Nut, what's up, dude? How you doing? I had August Originals on here a little while ago. Very cool dude. Very cool conversation. I ignored the chat for days. So sorry about that. But it was fun though. I hope you guys found it interesting. I hope y'all go check him out. I'm dropping his link in here again. Uh, and then like go check out his page and then watch the stream, and if you want, go back and watch when he was on, and you can see kind of the things he was talking about, some of the things he was showing, some of the work he does. Uh, some awesome stuff. And he does a lot of different designs of different things. He has a pizza cutter. He showed like 6 things while he was on here. 6 different things. Friction folder, 3D printed prototype he's working on with some very cool concept to it. His patent cleaver, hatchling, which is his version of hatchet, like his own design. I don't know if he showed the rubber band shooter. He has band jaws. I don't think he showed those. Did he show those? I don't think he showed them. But he has that. He has a wallet that he hasn't quite gotten it going yet. But I mean, I like the design. I've seen it. I really dig it. And so yeah, y'all go check him out. This is his. I already dropped this in here, but like I said, there's not much on here right now. But when there is, y'all gotta act fast. The shirt, I want to get one of his shirts. The shirts are awesome. I really dig them. See what we can do. I think I'm gonna touch the handle up around the edges here, and then mirror it. I think that's what I'll do. Knife Nut, good, carrying the AVNT. Oh, nice. And Snack have spicy nachos mixed with Cheetos. Spicy nacho Doritos are my favorite, dude. They're my favorite. You're lucky. Save me a chip. Everybody save me something that you're having. I'm just joking. The AVNT, that's really cool, man. I love concepts. I like their designs. Jake from Bearded Gear, really cool dude. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I dig his channel. I reached out to him about the Clydesdale, and he wasn't doing any reviews anymore at the time. I think his last one was I think he was showing some fixie that he bought that he was giving away, and he did some QSP reviews, and that was the last thing. And I had reached out to him like maybe a month or two after that, and he was like, "Oh, I dig it." He was like, "Are you gonna be at Blaze Show?" I was like, "Ah, no," but seems like a really cool dude. Adobe's going light today out on a walk. Dan designed the Silic, Kaiser Escorts, Vivi Conspirator, and Circulus, and a CDC Salvation, 2 CDC coins, a Death Cookie, and 2 Force Hanks, Olight Baton 3 Pro Max. Sweet. I dig it. I like the pockets, man. I like it. Illuminati and Bema, the Ninja Brothers. We need another ninja to be the three ninjas. Like the movie. That was lame. Whatever. No snacks after my adventure. Oh, what are you gonna have though? Did you take water this time? You better you better have some water with you on that hike. We don't want another sick dopey, bro. So let's see. I don't remember what I wanted to try on this. Oh, I think this is where I was trying to do the cut right here. Something that I wanted in the handle. Old School Rockers got the kimchi ramen. Sweet. That sounds delicious. You put cayenne in there? You should put some cayenne pepper in there. Well, I guess the kimchi could be spicy already. Is it spicy? What's the name of what's up on the screen? This is the scuff. This is the scuff right here. The last time I didn't really work on it too much. I think I did the jimping last time. Some chunky jimping. Chunky chicken. I don't know what I'm saying. But I wanted to do what I wanted to do. What's going on here? What did I do? Oh, 3 points. No one. Wanted to do a cutout right here. That's what I wanted to do. I had an idea for it, but I can't remember what. Oh, I think the reason why I wanted to do that was I wanted to ride this sub, but it wasn't letting me. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Move, everybody move. Get out of here, go and get. Um, Dopey, sadly for you, that is like, yeah, Dopey, nothing in the pockets, pretty much. Just finished lunch, had some Chick-fil-A. Oh, you're lucky. Hey, man, where were you last night? I saw you. You look like you were in like you were on a train, a bus ride or something. On Maddie's live, I saw you on there. I was lurking for a while before I finally popped in there, and then I got behind. After I finally said something, I got behind. I saw work knife balance was on there. Oh, and then I saw I caught up. Saw what he said. I appreciate you, WKB. Talking about the design I was working on for him. He liked the work. Very cool. Thank you so much, dude. It's been fun. What kind of Chick-fil-A? Did you have some of those waffle fries? I didn't like those at first, and then I fell in love with them. No, I'm just no. I really they're pretty good though. I had to call Mexico. They delay the F1 qualification. What is that? The F1 qualification. What's going on here? Pressing numbers or no? Whoops. Yeah. Because I have to include all this right here, and I don't want to do that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. What I do want to do is, excuse me. Mm, that where I want the cut? Kind of. Oh, wait a minute. I still have to mirror this and take out the lock bar access. Yep, still gotta mirror it. Be right back. Did you see? Did I see? What did you? I see. Did you see the animal on the damn design basilic? I did see it, man. It looks sick. It looks very awesome, dude. Very good job on that, man. I'm excited to see what the Clydesdales are gonna look like, man. The Jetstreams too, because he does have the. Yeah, he did have two versions, man. I'm excited to see what's. I know. I think. Who was it? Zach or Sharif or somebody was gonna send you something to Anno. You're killing it, man. You're doing a great job. Crispy critic and the Odin Ripper and eating broccoli and cheese soup. Man, that sounds fantastic. Do you have any toast with it or anything? Sounds good. What is the Odin Ripper? What is that? What is it? Tell me. I'm gonna have to look it up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with whenever I start my live, I'm frozen. It's kind of stupid. We are live and frozen. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing that. I got a new mouse the other day because my other one was acting like a piece of crap. Little piece of crap. I couldn't zoom out and stuff. It kept bringing me back in. It was doing this when I would try to zoom out, all stupid. Really ticking me off. So, I said, I've had it. Hate it here. That's what I said. And I got rid of it. What do I have going on right here? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm going to cut through it real quick. Give me. Yeah, so this mouse is a lot better. I'm able to do this. You kind of need to be able to zoom in and out. Well, I do for Fusion, like as much as I do. That's probably why it wore out because it's playing around, zooming in and out, looking at other stuff. I'm just no water. Thinking of cheeseburger after the adventure. That sounds good, man. That sounds really good. Put some water over your cheeseburger. Dump your cheeseburger in water. I like how you said that though. That's funny. Autumn Wind, what's up? How you doing? What are you carrying? Let me know the pockets. Tell me. How's your Saturday? No, not really spicy. I forgot to grab spices and cream cheese to add to the bowl to make it creamy. Yeah, cream cheese to that? It's interesting. Sorry, it's not spicy though. That's lame. Did you get Vince to go with? You're rolling with Vince, hanging out with Vince over there? Who's that? Is that Semper Fi EDC guy? Ninja Brothers, Juggling Ninja used to join us on lives. He made the third ninja. That name sounds familiar, I think. If so, we are going to need a video. What are we doing? Oh, you just asked. I just said, right? I'm so dumb. After you share what? Last thing I'm going to go on any walks with me unless it's at a mall or something. What is going on? What did y'all do? That's very different, Dopey. That's very different. Scared, not shared. It's a hell of a typo. I thought you were making a joke. That's wild, man. Oh, man. That was fantastic. I just thought you were cracking a joke. We shared them in the. Oh, that was hilarious. There is no sharing Rin. See his fun size. Fenrir is Odin Ripper. Question mark. Oh, are they? They're your roommates for real? Are you joking? That's cool, man. I didn't know that. Very cool. Tell them I said what's up. They don't know me, but tell them I said what's up. Oh, Vince knows me a little bit. I think he follows me on Instagram. I think I follow him. Pretty sure. Very cool. I really didn't know that. Bama Odin Customs Ripper. Customs Ripper. I had to look it up. I'm telling you. It's really bumming me out that I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I need to know these things. There was something that came out recently that I wanted to ask you guys if y'all saw. I don't remember what it was though. What was it? Um, I do not remember. Oh, so I heard back about the jeweler. So there, I think the interest is there after some communication back and forth. A lot of lost in translation type of stuff. I sent one email answering a question, and then they sent a email back, like saying the same thing they just told me that I answered. But I know they responded because then they asked a different question to my response to another question. So after getting all that fixed, they were like, "Okay, we get it." And they were like, "Can we work on a drawing?" So I was like, "Cool." I said, "What do y'all need?" So got the rest of the drawing to them. So that's pretty cool. I mean, we'll see how it goes. See what it looks like after they can't do the holes on the pivot. So I adjusted that to a regular pivot. And I mean, it takes away some of the look from it, but still, I dig the overall design, and I think the pivot changing a little bit. Still, I still dig it. Okay, I still might need to adjust this after all. Oh, I know what's going on here. But yeah, so I'm excited for that. I mean, I'm always excited whenever I hear something back. And yeah, the conversation was rough though. It's hard to like out of I would say probably out of all the companies that I've talked with, I would say which is probably like a handful, but that one's probably the one that I've had the most trouble communicating. Well, no, there's another one. There are two that I have trouble with communication a lot. Um, I don't know if they're like in the same building or something, kind of same people, but yeah, the conversations go a little rough, a little rugged. But I mean, overall, it ended well. I would say. Well, I mean, I guess we'll see if I don't know what they didn't say anything else that they needed to change other than the dimpling on the pivot. So, like I said, I adjusted that. I also added. Oh no, I didn't send that. I meant to send that because I sent two files. I mean, I created two files. One, I added a little notch of jimping, just one on the very top. It probably doesn't need it, but I did it just in case because on the jeweler, the way it's designed, get out of here. The way it's designed, it's almost like this, but it's lower and it's rounded up top. So it's really just going to be a matter of that's hard to flip from this angle. Got to kind of do it down here. Now I see why people struggle sometimes when they do like this. Yeah, so if you like, there's not going to be much to grab really up top because it's a lot lower. So you should be able to just do it like that. But it's never really until you have it in hand. It's not really a sure thing. But I did add a notch up top, and I didn't send that file. I was sending both, and one didn't fit. I followed up with I sent the STEP and then followed up with the DWG file. Might need to like tell them, hey, hold on. Took Vincent on a hike once and found an abandoned old car in the woods. We then convinced him it was haunted and the person that walked by was a ghost. That was part one. That was just part one. Hey, what did you do? What did you guys do over here? When we got back to the apartment, John and I started playing creepy sounds on our Bluetooth speakers in rooms. One sound was a creepy little girl wanting to play. What are you doing? Scaring people, man. I acted scared and went outside and held the door shut and started walking to the door, and the little girl said, "Don't run away." Oh my goodness gracious. I ran to the door and it was not open. Oh, he ran to it. Damn, he had a heart attack. His rate went up to, oh man. Now I won't hike with us anymore. Jeez, dude. What are you trying to do? Man, dopey. Being wild over there. Yeah, I don't wanna go hiking with you either. If we see a car, I already know what's coming. Look at this stupid stuff right here. I don't like that. I don't know why I did that. Excuse me. Why are you like this? Old school rocker enjoying it over there, having a laugh. Okay, cool. I dig it. I'm not gonna do what I'm gonna do after all. I think I like this better. Just the axis. Oh, this is what it was for. To see if I was gonna do a thumbs. I'm not doing the thumb stud. Okay. Disregard. I don't think I like this design with the thumb stud. We tried the thumb plate disc thing. I wasn't digging it personally. Not on the design. I've never really thought to do a disc. I don't hate the idea, but on this one, I don't know. I don't think I want to do a thumb stud on it. There is enough. Well, it has to be right here. I think that's where it was landing, actually. Yeah. I don't think I want a thumb stud on it. The best part was John and I were on the same page the entire time, without discussing. You are in each other's heads. It's really cool. Are you gonna go back and watch Edgy American's last slide with Grateful Panic? He had vids, and I haven't laughed that hard in a while. Got you. I'll check it out, man. It's funny, man. Y'all scaring people over there. No, he doesn't want to play anymore. I don't want to play with y'all. um. So I have decided. I was working on this. Well, not working on this. I was gonna finish this the other day. I've been working on some designs for some people recently. It's been really fun, and but it has haven't been able to work on anything of my own as much. Just a little bit here and there, messing around, but I haven't finished. There is one that I'm near. Where's it at? Yeah, there's one that I'm close to finishing, but um, I just haven't gotten back to it. But it shouldn't take. I think I just need the screws and the pocket clip. It was the one that I was talking about last time. I wonder if I can do the pocket clip live. Yeah, because it's pretty much done. Stomach making noises over here. I think I'll just do this handle and the design. It's very neutral right here. So I think just just a generic titanium pocket clip right here. I think that would be fine. Oh, so I had talked about a couple of designs that they just sent me the drawings back for, and they are not left hand carry. They don't have the option. Which I mean, I tried to do where both it can be both, but I don't mind if it's only right hand carry. I am right handed, but I don't want people to not like the design because they can't carry it. You know what I mean? But I did sign off on them. I liked how they looked, and I was like, hmm. I think what happened was that I sent them the design with a concept for a pocket clip, and it just didn't work out. So they went with the same idea, but without it being able to be swapped from left hand right hand. I do have one with them that is swappable, but um, I think the price might vary. So that's actually good news in a way for me. But um, I don't I like to I want to include as many people as I can in my design. You know what I mean? So if you can't swap to the left side, you do lose people there. Um, so I gotta make sure that that is not a reoccurring theme with my designs. I gotta bring in some screws real quick. Where did I get them from last time? Oh, okay. I have some. I don't know where this is. Okay. I have some designs that I have like the clips already made. Uh, I'm sorry, not clips, screws already made. So what I do is I derive them from one design that I've already got. Take the screws from that design and put them in the other, so I don't have to keep making them. You know what I mean? So I always use T6s. Oh, I'm sorry, T8s. All confident. I use T6s every time. I always use T8s. So uh, I just grab those and bring them over, and I'll bring the pivots too, and I'll modify them if they're like as far as the caps and everything, what size those are, um, to fit the design. Unless there are occasions where I do have to use T6 screws, and in that case, I do have some of those and other designs that I just derive from because I don't want to keep making them, keep downloading them, and then putting them how I need to. So I just grab the ones that I already got. It's quicker too for me for my the way my computer runs. But I don't know what file this is. Where are you? Show me you. The hell is this called? I know it's the strain that I want to use. Is it strain? Oh, it's strain slain. That's what it's called. Strain slain. Bring it back in here. Put it back in. you know, you guys know. So I'm gonna take the screws from here. I believe these are all T8s. This is a big boy. This one right here. I also brought a haunted door handle. What? Haunted door? Oh, okay. Like, gotcha. Haunted door handle from the car back of the apartment. Vince wouldn't get near it and made me throw. Man, was he messing with y'all? Maybe he was humoring y'all. Or y'all are just that good. Is that what it is? Randy, what's up, dude? How you doing? What are you carrying, man? What's in the pockets? How's your day, dude? How's your Saturday? Tell me. Barbarian Brownie, what's up, man? How you doing? I need the pockets. Brownie, I need the pockets right now, man. Go. Tell them to me. How's your weekend, man? Okay, so I'm gonna derive these from here. I want this one. And the color, I can change the color. I've never tried taking a clip. Well, taking a clip before because, there are angles and everything to how it'll fit hold on, let me take a look at this. Let me take a look at this here. What's going on over here? Yeah, this clip, I don't know, it's kind of, this one has kind of a look to it that I went with. Tried something on that one. So I'm not going to take that. Get out of here. I thought I clicked it, but it's just anodized blue. Bring those, and I think I have some on the inside here that I will need. This one doesn't have an insert because it has a steel frame lock, steel liner lock right there. But I do have a screw or two in here that I do need. How many are in here? Just one. Gosh dang it. So I'm going to grab those, and I'm going to take them to the other. I'm going to remove that. I don't want y'all seeing all my files. Oh, you know what I did? Gosh damn it. I put them in a new design. Shucks. I meant to put them in an existing design. It's fantastic. Okay, let's do it again. That's what she said. Oh, okay, cool. I'll just do it that way. They're already selected. Existing design. Let's try this again. And I want it from the scuff. Where you at? Oh, group sesh. Scuffles. Go. No, he was legit scared. He showed us his heart rate on the oh, his fit as well. Okay, jeez, man. So y'all are just good then. I'm just send you pics of my ripper to your email. Oh, cool, man. Let me check it out. Oh, let me see over here. It'll be quicker on my phone. That's sad, right? Ooh, what's this? Oh, pressing wrong buttons over here. Ooh, somebody's sure Gorov. Looks all dope. Southpaw knives. Looks pretty damn sweet. Give me it. Oh, it's a video of like awesome little angles. It's looking all pretty in the rain over here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check this out right here. Going good, Lieutenant. Got a 1981 Case Texas Jack microburst and an RR canoe. Nice. I'm curious about this Texas Jack. And right now, I just made myself think of Jack in the Box. Sounds like a delicious burger. The Texas Jack. I want one. Comes with like thick bacon and like Monterey Jack cheese or something. I don't know. Got the Weston microblade. Oh, I saw you had that, dude. I like Weston. I've been seeing some stuff lately. Are they just like, have they made some new stuff or something? Are they just making their rounds? Did they upgrade their steel or something? I like Weston's designs. The Rovon Light, a Pocket Pen, Inky Mike Cruise Cruiser, and Demco 20.5. Those the cruisers are dope, man. That's like the wallet with the little patch things on it, right? It's very sick. I want to get something like that because I carry this, but I think I would still want something. I think I want to upgrade this, but I want something very similar because I put my phone in here, like a phone case type deal. And because I carry phone same pocket as my knife is well my primary, and with the phone, I mean with the pouch, keeps it from slapping together. Um, so that's how I do it. Eee, you are nasty, crispy critter. Ooh, yeah, that's awesome, dude. I dig it. Ooh, wow, it's a vicious blade. Can I share with the class? With the rest of the class? With the EDC roundtable in the background? Man, that's sick, dude. I dig it. Whoa, chat jumped all over the place. Ginger Fisher, what's up? What's this little guy walking around? Some sort of little beetle walking on my lampshade. What's up, Ginger Fisher? How you doing, man? What's the word? Illuminati, did you drop your link in here, man? Make sure you drop your link in here, buddy. Do it. Be Shady, what's up? How you doing? I need the pockets, man. I need the pockets and the snacks. Somebody needs to put, like hot pockets and pockets. I want them. You know, you know what I mean. It was dumb, but I said it. Louis, what's up? How you doing, man? What are you carrying? You are too. What happened? What are you said? What's the point? What's up? Driving so I can't text much, but I'm almost home. All right, man. Have a safe ride. Don't be texting and driving. Hope your Saturday's going well. I picked up the Spyderco Tenacious in M4 and Spyderco PM2 Tonto Murked out. Very cool. Crispy, did you say whether or not I could share these images with everybody? Oh, did I? My chat was way behind. Okay, got you. Sorry. Oh, get out of here. Look at this. Oh, this light. Let me turn this light off. Oh, I have the other one. Look at that thing. Oh, I have everything in the way. I don't know what I'm doing. Sick, dude. Look at that blade. Very cool. And we got EDC roundtable on the back on this one. Gotta show that one. Jeez, man. What's the action like? It's pretty sick. It's a real slim handle. Still dig it though. And that backspacer is dope. Very cool. And the clip is sick, dude. Oh, zooming in extra over here. I like the clip a lot. It's very cool. Nice piece, man. Nice piece. Thanks for sharing that with me, dude. And thanks for letting me share that. Turn this light back on. Bright. I guess that's as low as it goes. I don't know if it even does anything. Oh, you know what? I was checking earlier because I was looking at this mess. My card is all rowdy. Looking all rough. I think Weston upgraded it. It says 3.0. I haven't had a chance to do much research yet. Full disclosure, it was sent to me. Got you. Yeah, I think they're sending some stuff out right now. I like Weston. I've been a fan of their stuff, so I think one thing. Oh, you know what? I was looking for a mini knife that I was going to upgrade to. I think I was between that, the microblade, and the mini elementum. And the mini elementum did not disappoint. That one was involved in the giveaway though, so I don't have that anymore. But But I wasn't disappointed though. Like when I understood the price once I got it, and I know it's a small knife and everything, but made no difference as far as the amount of work that was put into it. So sweet. The action was on point. When I did maintenance on it, just the inside was just like the inner workings of a regular sized knife, even better. Like, well, I mean, just because of the tolerances and everything, it's really, really, I dug it. But very cool, man. I need to watch. I think I saw the short. I saw your short was in my notifications. I think that's what I saw. Mighty Mountain, what's up, dude? How you doing? I saw you a little earlier. My bad. I was all distracted, having a fun conversation with August Originals. Very cool, dude. Interesting, dude. Interesting work. A lot of work. Pocket snacks. There you go. That's what I've been asking for. Who has the pocket snacks? Where are they at? What snacks are pocketable? You know, you leave the snack in your pocket open, reach in the pocket, retrieve a snack. You know what I mean? I don't know. But if that's the thing, let me know. Like Napoleon Dynamite with the tater tots. You know. How you doing, Tactical Terry? What are you carrying, man? What's in the pockets? Do you have pocket snacks? How's the design, man? Well, I guess that's still a while, but it's a dope design, dude. It's a dope design. I'm glad you put that up, dude. I saw a Kunwu that they posted recently. I had to look at yours real quick. I was like, oh, hold on. Are they snagging something from Tactical Terry over there? But it was different. The other one looks sick with black recessed areas and gold on the high point. So you trying to get them to allow you to do some stuff? So yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing some Clydesdales. Maybe setting aside a few and having some work done to them. And I don't know if people would dig the idea though. I don't know if people like the Clydesdale that much for me to set some aside and then put some out as like exclusives or anything. I don't know how many people would really dig that. I'd never really gauged the interest in that, you know. But the idea does appeal to me. I mean, it is designed to be that way for people to be able to do what they want to. But I think it could be cool to have it done myself for people that don't really have the means to do it themselves, like as far as reaching out and then paying extra or whatever. Maybe I could do something like that. But I would have to see if it's worth, having done, because if people don't really dig the idea, then I'm going to do it for nothing. People are going to be like, I don't want that. What the hell did you do that for? Why do I have all these extra things open? What's going on over here? But yeah, I would like to do that. I need to move these screws, but I don't see my move thingy. Move the body. Move your body. Oh, that might be the depth that I want, actually. But I might need to change. Oh, yeah. Oh, this isn't even the design I was supposed to put this in. That is funny. I'm far from that on this. Jeez, man. I was working on lockup on this one. Doing dumb stuff over here. Doing ridiculous things. Hey, it does sound awesome. He's not lying. He is not wrong. Dang, that blade shape is dope. Oh, which one? Was it the strain sling? This guy? Or this guy? I was showing a few and I got behind on the chat again like a doofus. I keep doing it. Let me know. I bet I fell behind on that. But thank you. Unless you're talking about the Wesson. I don't know. What's up, dang Ross? How you doing? Check tracking today. The package is going all over the place. Not sure what's going on. Hopefully they'll get it to you soon. Ah, man, that's lame. Sucks to watch packaging move around like that and it's not getting to you. Or when it's not moving at all, it's frustrating. Like just sitting there, like, hey, when are you gonna move? Dang. Oh, dang, Ross. I live out in the woods. You see the woman and the kids and the dogs and me. Oh, that song. I don't know the song, I guess. Let's do the inner workings on this. Oh, wrong one. Get out of here. Okay. What is this gonna be? I gotta think, should I try a frame lock on here? Frame lock or liner lock? Be Shady 22, we're gonna last day of the week though. Oh, that's good. Very cool. Very cool. Happy for you. I hope your Fridays goes awesome. I've been getting into mini knives lately. I posted lately. I seen the Damn Designs one that you got. That one's sick, man. Damn Designs puts out some good stuff. Very cool. I like some smaller knives. Carry Leon Mall KUF V1 today. Oh, is that sick? I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it on my phone because my computer acts damn full whenever I do something like that. Oh, I was supposed to be printing today. Well, I mean, the idea was I was gonna start a print last night, and I ended up starting a print later yesterday than I meant to. So my print didn't finish till like 5 in the morning or something like that. So I like to try to give my printer a break because these trays take like, one is like 19 hours. So I think two are like 19 and then the other two are like 11 each. So I like to give it like a break, maybe like an hour to 5 or something like that. It just varies. And so the idea was to give it a break the other yesterday and then start it. And then I forgot to start the damn thing. Was it KUF? So I didn't get started on the other print till late, so I didn't finish till early this morning. And I was like, rather than have it going while the live is on. Oh, that's sick, dude. So tactical Terry's got in the pocket. This is a lame way to do it, but it's better that than lagging all day. I don't know if it's better, but I'd rather not lag. Tactical Terry's rocking one of these or something like it. Yeah, so I have okay, sliding things everywhere. I have 2 trays finished now. It's very cool. 2 maintenance trays. I want to finish another one. Well, I mean, I want to do more, but I'm gonna get started on another one after the live. But I have a black one and I have a blue one. Well, my roof moved around a little bit. I just swapped a couple things around. I now have the camera on the tripod that the camera my brother got me. My mom got me the tripod for my birthday. Very cool. So I have that behind the laptop. I don't have to worry about moving the laptop and my camera shaking all over the place. So I have a blue one and a black one. So yeah, very cool to have a couple of these done again. It's been a long time. They take a long time to print. And then, like I said, I'm going to work on more after this. And the plan for me to do on this one after the live is to start lining these. Okay, what's going on here? Is to start lining these and have the other printer going. And yeah, that's the plan. So I have these little things to cut out this material right here. Start lining the bottom and then line the inside. So that's gonna be fun. But it's gonna be better, easier with these things than when I was using the ruler. But I'm happy to have a couple of those done, man. I've been wanting to do more, and I just hadn't had the filament. All right, I'll be lurking. Gotta get fleas off my puppers. Ah, man, good luck. Hate fleas, man. Hopefully, you don't find any ticks. Ticks suck. You definitely do it. QT by 10 of them, anno them up, maybe frag pad or some. Ooh, I don't know if I can do all that. I don't know if I can do all that. The anno, and maybe a sharpening. Like, wicked shot. Get him wicked shot. I know a guy. I know a guy. I know two guys. One for anno and one for making things wicked shot. So, yeah. It's a possibility, maybe. Mirrored edge. Clydesdale with a mirrored edge. God, man, who's playing around over here? Who's playing? I don't know, though. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I might not even do it. Yeah, seeing a long game poly. It's from a long game poly. It's okay, and I'm cool with that. I don't know what we're talking about. I am lost. Be shady. Be shady. I'm lost. Tell me. Been pulling ticks off the cats like crazy the last week. Oh, that sucks, dude. Are they all juicy? It's gross to ask, right? But are they? How long were they there? Were they feasting? I don't want that. Thinking of doing a wood grain anno on my Clydesdale when I get it. Oh, that sounds sick. What does that even look like, dude? Have you done that before? I've never heard of that. Is that like the ones at the? Is that an anno job on the Evo Rottens or the Evo F3 or whatever they're called? Is that what that's on there? I thought that was like a finish, like a cut. That sounds really cool though, man. I need to know what this is. You need to tell me right now. Sounds really sick though. I think I like that. Maybe how far down do I want to go? Too high up, too strong, too low, too flimsy. It's a thick boy. Hmm. Oh. No, the cats just carry them, unfortunately. Ah, it sucks, man. Do you get them on you? You ever get them on yourself? That's like one of my. Oh man, it's just like grosses me out. Like to think about to have a tick on myself. It's just a thing for me. I don't know. I find ticks really gross. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? They're around. But yeah. I mean, you have to if you're dealing with them a lot, right? Well, I guess that's not necessarily true because I had dogs and there were ticks in the yard, and I would take them off them, and I didn't. I don't think I had any on me. Not that I knew. Crawling around. Ugh. I don't want to talk about it anymore. No. Never done it, but I want to try. I'll basically use a stencil and do a two-tone. Sounds really cool, man. I don't know. I said that like a million times. Like, I guess I'm really excited at the idea of that. It does. Sounds appealing. Try best not to. Yeah, man, that'd be gross. Not this. Not the stencil. I mean, not the animal. Yeah, I guess it's just bound to happen at some point, right? If it's a consistent thing dealing with them. Whoops. Mm. So, what's been Stevie got something yesterday. Something's coming out. Is it some arcane design is coming out, right? Like people are getting theirs delivered or something? I forgot which one it was, but I know he got his yesterday. Or at least that's when he was showing it. And then he pulled out a crazy sword. I didn't realize like I thought it was fake. And then he said that he cut himself a little bit. Oh, Stevie. Um, but yeah, it looked like it lit up. Apparently, Matisfaction had it for him, had it made for him, which is very cool. Shout out to Matisfaction, says Stevie. I have not dropped their links in a while. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, if there's anybody in here who's never given Matisfaction or said Stevie a chance, go do that. I doubt there's anybody in here who hasn't, but just in case, give me it. Give me this. I don't know if Matisfaction still has any Phoenixes out there from Kaiser, but hopefully he does. I mean, hopefully he doesn't, but if he does, go get one if you can. I'll get one eventually. I will. I'm gonna get one. That's Matisfaction's channel. Y'all go check him out if y'all aren't. This is said Stevie right here. Check them out. Check out their channels. Check out their live streams. They tag team them. They triple team them with Sharif sometimes, and then quadruple team them. Last time there were like 6 teaming them. They had like 5 people on. They're very cool dudes. Very cool in the community, helping people out. Always supportive. So if y'all don't know, go check them out. Go tell them what is up. Tell them like Ben Peterson. What is up? Oh, can I say it or do I get sued by Ben Peterson? It was a new Plexus release. Got you. Okay. Yeah, nice, man. Sick. He said he lives like across the street from him or something. No, he said that he lives nearby, so he gets like 1 day shipping or shipped to him in 1 day. Still going cool. Just got home. Hey, man, welcome back. Sorry I missed you, dude. I was like crazy in the off in my own world talking with Sean from August Originals. I was talking about. You said it was the Falcon. Was that the name of your fixed blade? I'm so sorry, dude. I blanked on the name. I think that's the second time I've done that. But yeah, hopefully he starts checking out your work. Maybe I can do a collab sometime. That'd be pretty cool. How you doing, man? What kind of tattoo went down? Somebody was getting a tattoo, right? What am I doing here? Hmm. Give me it. Oh, and I saw you were feeling better, Aries. I mean, just call you by your screen name. Sorry. Yeah, man, you sounded like you're doing better. That's very cool. Saw you're back at it. Well, I guess you never really stopped, but so you had gotten a couple of things back from or the heat treat or something. Very cool, man. I didn't see you didn't say what you were unboxing with, man. I was waiting for it. It looked like a Cold Steel. Was it a Cold Steel Tough Light, possibly? It looked like a little. It looked like some kind of blue going on. Let me know if I got that right. Let me know if I nailed that. If I didn't, shucks. Shucks Norris. Yeah, I was waiting for you to announce it, man. Today's unboxing knife. I did this. Forgot this right here. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna do it like this. Give me it. I want it to be 1.25, and then tab that to what is that about? Oh, I can just do this actually. Let go. Let me go. Come down this way. Oh, yeah. Okay, I just saw that. That's gonna be lame. That's fine. Just saw this right here. Bring that down a little bit. Cool. The crow, man, the crow. That's what I was. Gosh, dang it! I hate myself right now. I'm gonna drop your link in here real quick. Let me get it. Let me get it. Do you have anything? Did it sell or is it still up there? This is the YouTube channel for Aries EDC. I'll go check them out. I've got a mural with a crow, an owl, and some butterflies with a woman's face on it. That's where I saw the. I thought I saw a falcon or something like that. With a woman's face on her thigh. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought it was on her face. A tattoo of a crow and an owl on her face. That sounds like a cool tattoo, man. Very cool. Sounds like a lot of work. This is Aries EDC's Instagram right here. And y'all go check out his Etsy. I haven't been on there, so I don't know what's on there right now. I know the last time I saw, um, he just had that one. Well, I don't know if you had other work on there. I might be lying. But you had just finished that Biggie Crow. The Crow. Isn't that a name of a knife? I think that's the name of a knife. Starting to feel better. Oh, cool, man. Very cool. Happy to hear it, dude. Tough Light Coastal. Yes. Nailed it. Those are very. I like Cold Steel. Like, I mean, from what I hear and what they do, they cover a wide range. They have affordable. They have the pricey bits, and it just really depends on what you want to get your hands on. But the Tough Light looks like a solid little blade, man. They even have the little the Cold Steel Recon Micro or Micro Recon. Even that one has the triad lock on it, which I think is really awesome. I did this in reverse. That's fantastic. Son of a biscuit. I didn't need to go all the way back like that, but I did it. It's okay. But yeah, Coastal does a lot of awesome stuff, a lot of awesome looking stuff, sturdy stuff. I know Maddie and them they went crazy and got the what do they get? The Biggie, the Mayhem. The Mayhem is not for me. It's not a bad looking knife though. I hope Maddie pulls that out of Steakhouse. He better do it right now. I want to see Matt eating a steak with a mayhem. Yeah, man. What's up, Kevity Search? How you doing, man? What are you carrying, dude? What are you carrying? Aries, did you already say what you're carrying? You better have told me. Well, I mean, probably just forgot, right? I'm a dummy. You enjoy that one? Yeah, it looks like a good little user, dude. It really does. Let's see, okay, so wanted that there, and I want this. And they have a crazy amount of colors on that one too, don't they? A wide variety. Um, Doing good, bro. Just got off work, rocking the Finch Chernobyl Ant with glow resin scales. Very cool, man. I like Finch. I dig them a lot. Does it come with the glow resin? Is that how it comes? Is that a new one? Chernobyl Ant? I don't think the Ant's a new one, is it? I think it's older. I had a Civivi Cubit, and one of my Damascus Rock Hoppers. Nice, man. Very cool. That Cubit looks like or Quibbit, however you say it. It looks like a cool little knife, and then paired with yours, that seems like an awesome combination. Very cool. It's a little farther than I want. I wanted it to be a little closer. Let's see. I'm gonna do a fillet here. Whoa. So what are you working on right now, Aries? You got three designs, I think. Three that you're currently cooking. How long does the process take you usually? Well, I mean, I guess it varies, right? Project to project. I got the last one before they sold down. Ooh, that's a pretty cool feeling. I'm not gonna lie. I had that happen with son of a biscuit. I hate when I do that. Crud. I had that happen with hold on a second. I forgot what I did over here. Excuse me. With the that's what I wanted to ask August about. I wanted to ask if he how he felt about D Rocket Designs, if he knows about them. About this one. Whoa, almost dropped it. This one, when I got it was the last one. I think they had when I first heard about them, I saw them on man, this camera's doing an awesome job. Thanks, Real. Knife Center, and they were sold out like really quick on White Mountain Knives, and then in my inbox it was like, hey, we've got them. So I jumped on it. Quality control wasn't the best. It was like really rough on the edges. I did my own job, and I knew I was keeping it, so I was like, I'm just gonna try to grind stuff. So I did a rough job, but it's all good. But that one, that was like out of stock once I got it, and this one, I think it was this one. So Brad Zinker, FR, I think. Very cool little knife. I love Brad Zinker and D-Rocket Designs. Both of them are dope. Surge is another one. Man, this camera's just picking up everything. 503. I don't know. I mean, whatever. But I just dig the design. But yeah, when I got this one too, it went out of stock. And I really hadn't thought about that until I got it. I guess I was like, oh, cool. Because I really dug this design. I think they had this one and the one with the wooden overlay. It's a little bit thicker. I would have preferred that one, but that one went out of stock. I was between them both, or I was doing research or something. I don't know. But I was shopping, and I when I went to go get the other one, it was out of stock. So that I got this one really quick. And then shortly after that, the wooden one was back. I was like, oh, but then that one, went out of stock. So I think they only had like maybe like one or whatever, a handful. But yeah, the other one's a little bit thicker, and I'm pretty sure it feels better in hand. This one doesn't feel terrible, but it is thin, and they're both probably the same length, but I think the scale would have felt that much better. It has lock stick, but it's fine with me. This one actually has lock rock, but that was on me because I tried to doctor this one up too. But it's not a hard user or anything. It's just I really like the design though, and the designers, so I really don't care. I'm still gonna keep it however it is. Just carry it for it. It still cuts. You're not gonna be batoning with it or anything anyway. Cut a nice steak with it. Probably. Never done it before. It's VG10. That'll do a nice job. That'll do some damage on a nice steakhouse cut. I don't know. I have 4 in the shop and 1 that is heat treated. Okay, cool. Oh man, so you got some projects going for real. That's awesome, dude. One blade takes me about a month. If I don't have to send it out for heat treatment. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because you do your own too, right? Man, that's really cool, man. It's a process, but it's something that you like to do, and I bet when it's all finished, you're like, ah, yes. And people that are digging your work too, just goes to show that you're doing things right, man. That's always good. It's good to know when you're not the only one who thinks you're doing something good. That validation. I mean, it's still fun to do something. Well, okay, all right. To do something just because you like it. But when other people dig it too, it's that much better. I'll probably finish 4 in the next week or two. Oh man, nice man. That's a nice pace you got going. Those are ready to, and that's got to be a good feeling too. I don't know. I like when I'm working on a design. I like I like when they come out clean. I don't want to rush projects or anything like that. But when I finish it, I'm excited to work on the next project. Unless I don't have anything in mind, then I'm like, oh man, what am I working on right now? But once I get the design started, then I'm like, oh, it's good to be working on a new one. And then sometimes, like, while I'm working on one, I'll get an idea for another one. I'll have a few that I'm working on or something like that, which is cool because in that situation, I will rotate at times. I'll be working on 2 or 3 at a time, and then it doesn't feel like, not that I really get bored working on it because I take pride in trying to get the details right or touch up like I'm doing right now. I'm just doing little corners. Like I like doing this part. Doing the lockup is my favorite. The internals I love doing the internals. But yeah, if I'm working on multiples, then I can get closer to done with a lot of other ones and keep myself fresh or thinking, or I don't know. It's just something that I enjoy. This is something that I had asked for one of the sketches I got back. I asked if they could, this corner on the design they sent back the drawing of was really sharp. And I don't think in my design I had it that sharp, but no, I'm sure I didn't because I do this. The design wasn't that old. So yeah, so maybe it's just something that they didn't really think to do or something, but I sent it back. I just don't want people to grip, a sharp corner. It's not really ideal. So if they can do it, I just put it in the suggestion. I just put it in here. Just gave them the idea of what I want, and if they can do it, that's going to be, you know, we'll see if they can do it. The other thing was on the other design. I asked if they could. Oh, there was like hardly any sharpening. It was like really thick, like here to here, and there was like no sharpening life. So I was like, I asked if they could do something like this or a finger trail. So I sent two versions. I sent one with just like a little bit bigger of a notch, and then the other one to where it was pretty much a finger choil. I hope they do the finger choil. I'm happy with both, but the finger choil would be pretty cool um, because then it adds a little bit more handle. Because the handle was a smaller design, which is fine too. I don't mind. Uh, but if it adds a finger choil, then I think it goes from like 3.5, which is a smaller design, to like 4. But for like an everyday somebody who I think like an average person who's more comfortable carrying like a 7 to 7.5 inch knife. I think that's more common than people carrying 7.5 to 8.5, and then maybe 7 and lower is maybe less common too. I don't know. Um, I'm not really sure, but anyway, 7 to 7.25 I think is a decent size. I don't mind working like 7.625 as a Kleisel. I like that range, but I don't mind the 7 to 7.25 range at all. I just need the ergos to be there. That's important because, like the baby banter, for example, for it being a small knife, you can get on there. And when I was doing the measurements on the designs I got back, I was measuring them in the CAD, and they work in millimeters. So I translated to inches so I could figure it out because I don't know millimeters off the top what it means. One was baby banter size as far as the grip, and the other one was very, very close to the Kaiser Assassin, like very, very close. So I was like, oh, very cool, because that's not bad. I liked that on my design, it comes up here more, so I could feel, I think that could feel better in my head. And up top, there's like a little bit of a ramp right here, so I think that could feel good. Uh, so I'm really excited about how that one could translate as far as being the Urgos being like this one, because this one's pretty decent. And the other one, it's about the same length, but they're different Urgos too. But I try to do comfortable handles, so I think it should be fine on that one. That was not one. I don't think either one of those are ones that I 3D printed. I'm sure I 3D printed versions of those, but not those exact ones. The other one is going to be very neutral. There's a third one that sent me the drawing before. It's a very neutral handle like this, but very different blade shape. Oh, I seem to have something I'm working on. Yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, it's good to stay busy like that, man. Oh, Byron, I didn't know you were here, dude. Thanks for hanging. I hope you have a safe weekend, man. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Have a good one. I missed everybody. Paul Mills, what's up, dude? How you doing? Welcome. What are you carrying? What's in the pockets? Let me know. Go. Fighting with a burp here. I forgot to do. Oh, I wasn't sure. What did I just do? Okay, so I just went ahead and did a, without thinking, I made a frame lock. I was just working on it. I don't know. I think I might increase that a little bit. Yeah, without thinking, I made it a frame lock. It's funny. I can still change it. I think I'm gonna leave it a frame lock. Okay, okay. Got the Sharp by Design Mini Evo. Very nice. I dig it, dude. How was the action? It's pretty awesome. They have the they have some sort of like unique sort of descent system on there, don't they? Or am I lying? Am I telling stories out of school? Is that what they say? Is that what the kids say? Those kids saying nowadays. Man, this one move. Wrong size on that one. 2.56. Whoa. Okay. Um. Oh, okay. Nope. Nope. Now I get it. Does anybody know what a D10 ball size is? What's a good D10 ball size? I think that would be too small for this one. So she said. Yeah, see what the track is like on it. And they have a detent nub. Yeah, the action is great. Got you. Okay, yeah, it's a detent nub. Knew they had some kind of something. Yeah, he makes some clean designs. My friend Aaron really digs the designs. So far from what I've seen or what he's shown me, it seems like he likes that style. Can't blame him. Sick design. Z. Sick designs. So right here, I like to make sure that I'm gonna stay on track. I think I did this another design recently that I was working on. It's too close. So I guess could be back here, and I should have enough room. I just can't have it out there. One thing that I hate that does happen on occasion is I'll get the track on the outside, which I mean, it happens. It's still functions, but it's not ideal because then the track's exposed and the detent ball. I have that going on with this Brad Zinker. I forgot what degree this is. $180. Okay. Yeah, on this one, got the see how it's sticking out there, which I mean, it's fine. Like this one, it's especially you know doesn't matter too much. It's not the best thing to happen, but this is not a hard to use knife like I was saying. So you're not going to be doing a lot. It's going to be getting crazy grit in there. I mean, it's already got these exposed scales, so you're going to get stuff in there anyway, or frame. But Yeah, so I mean, it happens on some designs, but try not to have that happen whenever possible. This one actually has it on the back end. So it's barely, you can barely, there it is. It's on the back end on the flipper. So, oh, it's also sticking out over here. So, I don't know if that's a Boker thing or in the design, because these are custom makers designs. Like, I mean, they're not, they didn't make them, but this is from their designs. So I don't know, maybe in these designs, that's how they had them. I don't know. So 180 on this one, and I got to see where it looked like it was fine. Okay, give me this. 180, 180. Tony Romo. My friend Eddie used to he used to do that all the time. 180. He was in here earlier. Eddie was surprised. It's a little goofball, that guy. In a good way. He's a character. So, ooh, that's way out there. That is a no go. That's not happening. I'm not doing it like that. Okay. So, what are the options here? Okay, the other option. Move, everybody move. Get out of here. Don't be late. Okay. Um, delete that. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh man, I didn't realize it was 5:11 already. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go in a second here. I just want to try this real quick. What is going on here? Why is this still here? Why are you still here? Yes, get out of here. Just want to think if I move this way, but is it gonna stay on track this way? Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't realize what the time was right now. Well, I hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Has a great Saturday. I hope y'all doing some fun stuff. Hope y'all eat some awesome snacks. Hope y'all have a happy Halloween. For those of y'all that do that, go and get some candy. Get some of that delicious candy. Do like Batman Ninja. Get some candy. Eat it for breakfast. If you're an adult, because you can do that. So it looks like I'll be able to move this just a little bit farther this way. And it still should be covered. Okay, it's not crazy out here, so that's cool. How it affects the action is another thing, but the track is exposed. That's not the best, but I like that the detent hole isn't crazy out there, so I can live with that. I don't want to save that just yet. I'm going to play with it a little bit, but I like how I wasn't even showing you all that. That's cool. I was just that's really cool. I was all lost over here. So this right here was I was doing fantastic. That's the way to end the stream right there. That's how you do that. Appreciate y'all stopping in. Y'all have a great weekend. Uh, yeah, have a happy Halloween too, Drizzy. Thanks, man. Y'all stay safe. Keep the pockets packed. And check y'all later.